servers. And I'm also going to move that to where it's readable. There we go.
I should pull up the doc too, so I have it.
Just remember to not spoil any, like...
Yeah, of course.
Results.
I'm spoiling, and you can't stop me.
Yes, I can. I can just mute you. Or you can just type
You can't.
in the chat.
Yeah, you can't stop me.
Grr. It doesn't let me do the @ in studio. At King L5 and at T Slaps.
I always do like schedule a stream in YouTube, and then you can select it in OBS, and it's like super easy.
That'd probably be
You get
smarter.
more options that way.
That'd probably be smarter. It's not letting me do Tony's like thing. Oh, there we go. It was just being stupid. Okay, customization sub only. And then give me money. Cool. Now we're good. What's up, Dashing? How's it going, bro? Alright. At everyone. Pull up. Right fucking now. And then go to my server.
Who pinged me?
And then go to mine. At everyone. Pull up. Right fucking now. Alright. We are live. What's up, Mudkip? What's up, C-Kip? What's up, Jamarcus? How's it going, gang? Alright. I'm sharing my screen so you guys can see too, right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yo. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play.
Yeah.
What? Wait, never mind.
Wrong stream.
Sorry, I thought this was for my second channel.
Imagine not just copy pasting the message. Well. It isn't lunchtime. Me when it's lunchtime. Oh boy, I can't wait to rank the evolutions. Listen. They might not be ranked very high. So John Jr.'s last? Probably. That guy sucks. What's up, Super Dolphin? Is OG Albino not your second channel? He kind of is. He's deep in the lab.
No. My second channel is
Pokepal Productions.
Hell yeah.
Go listen, go stream it.
Me when I have...
Check out the monkey song. We just released a monkey song. Oh my god, a hole's a rude verse.
You know the real
Tap in.
deep cut way to promote, and this could be the third King L5 channel, is we gotta play the instrumentals to Pokepal Productions in the background of the video. Dude.
Yeah.
And then I'll be listening to them while I play, and then in the middle, just got the long nose. Fingers.
Graphite fingers. Paint the town red, you gonna get disfigured. Yeah.
Is OJ
Bars,
not
by the way.
King L5? Thankfully, I'm not.
What? Wait.
Thankfully.
You mean unfortunately?
No, I don't.
I think
20
you meant
21 views, by the way,
unfortunately.
only 4 likes. The math is not mathing. The math is not mathing. We need more. I need more likes in order to start. But today I'm joined by obviously King L5, the mastermind behind Pokepal Productions, and Tony, the mastermind behind T Slaps YouTube, Hound Doom connoisseur.
Hound Doom connoisseur.
I only watched Dash and Kev's reaction. So true. Me fucking too.
That guy took the monkey song. He reacted to it at 0.85 speed, and I'm like,
why'd he slow it down?
Come on, man.
The bars were coming too fast for him. It was too much. He had to analyze the lyrics.
I was just too quick.
We need Rap Genius.
Too
For
stylish.
Pokepal Productions is what we need. Why is
we
my
have
logo
some of our
so
songs
late?
on
It's so that
Genius.
you stay here and interact in the chat, dude. But yeah, we're gonna be going over the teams with Tony and L5 here. Kind of ranking them, just basic S through D. It won't be like super in depth. Like this is number 1, this is number 2. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that if it's easy. And then afterwards, we're gonna take a look at the battle pools. No spoilers. Some of the games have been played, but we have like a copy of the doc. Where we'll kind of look at the battle pools, give our predictions on who we think is going to win each pool. Or at least people that are going to potentially make it out. We'll kind of, we do it how Smogon's doing it now, where it's like 2 wins and you make it out, even if you aren't top 2 in your pool. But we'll just kind of look at who we think is going to go top 2 in each pool. I think that's just easier. Beat is off, man. Need a higher BPM. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Thriller, remember for 25 months, he's the GOAT. Look at the big golden Mega Mints next to his name. That shit's fire. That could be you in 2 years.
25.
Today.
Let's go.
Plus, we're also at like the new month. I haven't streamed in August yet. So we do have 10 gifted memberships. If we get 2 more and hit 25, we'll get 5 more. But yeah, I think with that being said, we can kind of jump on into it again. Remember to drop a like, all that good stuff, and let's get it.
Remember, it's free to like this stream, but it's also free to dislike this stream. So think about that.
Don't think about that, please.
If you're a real hater, you gotta let us know.
No, because it doesn't even tell me who does it. It doesn't even tell anybody else who does it.
You gotta let us know.
It's just me. I do get a consistent 3 dislikes, or like 1 to 3 dislikes per video. So I got haters.
Hey, speak up. Who are you?
Yeah, tell me right now. I'm not starting the stream until then.
No. We're starting.
Okay. But we'll start off with the man, the myth, legend, Tony himself. Shouts to the alphabetical order.
Let's go, Austin FC.
The Austin FC Verdeerlings. Dude, thank God we don't have to put names of teams on thumbnails anymore, because that shit would be so annoying. That shit would be obnoxious. So we have tried and true. Wow, I've seen this start to a team before. Meowscarada, Urshifu Rapid, Goldango, Screamtail, Gliscor, Terrajolteon, Muck, and Chimecho. All right, Tony, let us hear what you think about your team, and then we'll roll from there.
I'm pretty happy with where I ended. I think I haven't done 8-man in Gen 9, and so I didn't realize how strict the points would be towards the bottom. So I kind of like
overspent the budget a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish that some of the bottom picks had some more value, but I mean, 1-point Chimecho is pretty cool. Muck has a poison type, whatever. Don't have any hazard removal, so that's gonna be pulling a Keegan this tournament with all the boots.
All the boots. I like Gold. I don't know, Jay-Bear. I think Gold's a good Pokemon. I think it's dope. And I do have the opposite of it. I'm a big Terrajolteon hater. Because are we ever going to Terra that Pokemon? You know, when we have a Terra Urshifu Rapid? Probably not. So we just got an 8-point Jolteon. I think that might have helped with the budget a little bit if like we got some more. I don't know what it would have been, but some type of value in that 8-point sync that we have. Because we also already have Elite Speed in Meow.
Yeah, we do.
So I don't know if Jolt was super needed. Jolt also like breaks waters, I suppose, but like that's a Meowscarada, right? It is not such a juiced opinion. Nobody besides you is like Terrajolteon is top 5. That's you. You have the juiced opinion badge.
Okay, but consider the following, right? Terrajolteon, he's a fast electric type.
Wow.
And some say those are essential.
Yeah, with full switch. Shout out to A-Drive.
I mean, it does have its matchups, right? You can also run like Terra Fairy Jolteon into Raging Bolt, which, you know, Screamtail Gliscor is probably good enough, but like Fairy Jolteon really makes it hard to bring like a Raging Bolt and actually do something. So like it has its uses. Also into like Great Tusk teams, like Headlong plus Ice Spinner, pretty strong stuff, but Jolteon has that alluring voice, can lure it in, all that stuff.
Yeah, force some damage on it, I suppose. And I guess like the Tusk matchup is pretty tough in general because of the fact that like our immunity is Gliscor gets murdered, killed by Ice Spinner. We don't like particularly do a lot of damage to it, right? We can like fast toxic it, or like if we catch it and we're like an SD like fast like dual wing beat set. But even then it doesn't even kill. Killer, we don't see a Chimecho. I guess that is true. But I am very curious to see how well Chimecho takes hits from Great Tusk. I feel like it's as much of a Chimecho lover as I am. I don't know if it's very well. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man. I'm just looking at the Jolteon versus Keegan's matchup because I was on the screen. And I was like, Jolteon looks actually like God here. You know what I mean?
Just like if it was, we actually talked about that because there was the whole, when we get to D-Ray.
Mind?
When we get to D-Ray / when we get to like D-Ray or that, so whichever one's come first, we'll talk about the Jolteon incident of the draft. And then when we were drafting, Keegan realized, he was like, damn, why am I hella weak to Jolteon? like specifically, he said that
really
one day, which is really funny. Like probably partly because Tony drafted. Now keep in mind they're obviously not playing each other, so it's like not too big a deal. But yeah, I think there's definitely like some flaws in the team. Like again, I think there's some top tier Pokemon the team can struggle with. I think like Great Tusk is really strong here.
For sure.
I think like Darkrai is really strong here too. That's another one that like really worries me when I would look at this team. Like that guy just kills everything.
Yeah.
On this team.
I get that.
So there's some like big defensive holes. And I don't like having
Covered
no
by
hazard.
Jolteon, Terra Fairy.
Yeah, I don't think it takes the hits well, man. It's also gonna run Sludge Bomb probably for the Scream Tail. But yeah, I'd say, but like, I do love this core at the top. I do love Meow Urshi Rapid. I like Goldango. I know some people aren't big on Goldango. I think it's good. I think it's a good Pokemon. Screamtail Gliscor, like, kind of cool little fat, like, defensive core that kind of pair with each other well, especially alongside like Goldango for like ice for Gliscor and things like that. So I'd say like there are definitely some flaws in this. I'd say this is probably like a C tier team. Thoughts?
We take it. No, I'm cool with that. I agree.
Like a C out of 10.
Ayo, that's not a number. Oh, dude, we're already at the evolutions. There we go. S tier. Unfortunately, that is going to be, and I don't think he would disagree with this, by the way, if he was in stream. It is going to be by far the worst team. We're gonna find what pool this is in. He drafted Mono Evolutions. Shouts to Wi-Fi. You want to do the silly thing, but we do have to mention that's a very obvious he was going Mono Evolutions from the first pick in the draft, right? Very obviously going for it. This round came along, and J-Bear and Keegan thought it would be very funny. They thought it would be very funny to gaslight D-Ray into drafting a round 4 Terra Jolteon. Because it gets fast Thunder Wave. They thought, like, who can we, like, convince in this pool to snipe one of the evolutions?
Wait,
And it's going to be D-Ray. And so they went into D-Ray's front office and, like, half joking, were like, dude, Jolteon looks fire here. And immediately, no convincing needed. He was just like, facts. And drafted it. And I said, D-Ray, if he fucking drops this tour because you sniped his Jolteon in round 4 because you didn't think about your pick, I'm going to kill you. And he's like, oh, you're right. It's probably a bad pick anyways. I was like, yeah, it is, dude. So he changed it to Screamtail, and that's got his pick. I'm not going to waffle on this too long. It's Mono Evolutions. It'd be funny if he gets a game. We'll talk about that later. Like, if he steals it off someone, that's kind of bad. They might have to retire, but...
yeah, that's just, like, a embarrassing thing. Oh, go
ahead.
No flame? No flame? If you lose to this team, yeah, you might need to get your, like... Yeah.
You've gotten your battle license revoked.
Just delete your channel, man.
Yeah. I straight up said when I was like, right before I made the pools, I was literally crossing my fingers hoping I didn't get this matchup because it's a lose-lose. Either you beat the Evolution team, whoa, you get a shitty video you beating up on Best Mon Sylveon, right? Or you lose to the Mono Evolution teams and you have to stop uploading.
Hey, where's the competitive drive? You want the best matchup possible? This is it. Okay? Unlosable. Listen. I'm not playing this shit. I'm so glad I didn't have to. I think I say this, but watch him make pools. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. If that's him makes pools and I get him in like top 32, I might throw just to see how far he can go. Oh yeah. Get the narrative out early so when you lose, you have an excuse. Yep.
You're being loud right now.
I see.
You're being real loud right now. Oh man. All right. Next up, we have Dell and his BC Leos. Is he in the last draft pool, I think? Who does he play? We'll go over that in a little bit. I forget off the top of my head. I know Kurt's one of them. Dell and the BC Leos. No, he's not in that one. Is he in Airy? Yeah, because this is the one that took fucking forever. We have Darkrai round 1 and round 2 hands, just a little early. Enam, Scizor, Uxie, Serena, Carbink, Stantler. What do we think, gang? What are our thoughts on this team?
I freaking love U-turn.
It is so true. I mean, it's
Uxie, Scizor, get your Enam turns early and often, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what you
I
have
understand,
to do
like, Darkrai plus Enam is a good combination offensively. Iron Hands is, like, kind of most of the bulk on this team. Like, Uxie does not feel as fat as it used to be in SV. And so Iron Hands is going to be kind of tasked with checking a lot of these guys, which it will run out of HP eventually. There's no, like, Wish Pass or anything. There is Healing Wish, but, like, are you Healing Wishing your Enamorous? Right? Yeah. So I feel like this team, offensively, it's pretty cool, obviously. But defensively, I think it will really struggle with so much.
I think a big qualm I have, personally, is the lack of, like, good hazards. Like, Uxie's a great rocker, right? But that's one good rocker. The other hazard guy is Carbink, right? And I think with guys like Darkrai Enam with like momentum offense, you really want to be able to force progress. But like Carbink isn't terrible, but it's also like you're guaranteed bringing Carbink over something else, right? In that instance, which isn't the worst thing in the world, especially because like Serena is the other like Flexmon on this team, and you can definitely get away with not bringing Serena, right? So it's not the worst thing in the world, but I would like an elite spiker on a team like this. I'll take Carving before Serena. Serena's good. I like Serena. All right, that guy's good.
I think Serena is so bad.
The team just does feel
okay,
a little bit clunky, like resist wise and things like that, and like it seems like it either needs to win really, really fast, or it's just going to kind of get bodied. What do you think?
You know what this team loses to?
I mean,
yeah, go ahead,
Tony. What do you think?
No, I mean, I think he made a good point of getting some decent removal, at least with this team. I mean, like L5 said, there's a lot of just switching out, a lot of momentum pieces, so making sure
like
he has that
Foxes, or at least gives you a guarantee, pretty much, yeah. Unless you're playing Polango.
I agree, though. There's like, honestly, you throw like a decent like fire type onto this team against this team. I mean,
there's no fire resist outside of Carving.
We lose to Skull Villain.
Oh, let's go. I will say, like, there is 3 hard Sun teams in this tournament, and I think those matchups are like insta lose for this team, like super insta lose for this team. Which like that isn't like a super common thing you see super often, so I don't think like having a good Sun offense matchup is like the most important thing. But the fact there are 3 in this tournament is pretty crazy. And those are really bad matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially when you look like right at 6 foot hacks right there above you, and you got the Terra Iron Moth. I mean, any Iron Moth.
That guy does go crazy. Holy shit.
Painful.
That guy does kill literally every Pokemon on this team.
It leads off and wins.
Yeah.
Like low key, you run Terra Fairy to cover the hands on Darkrai.
Mm-hmm. And you just have a switch into Scizor.
Now.
But you just have a switch into Scizor, which isn't
Yeah,
hard.
you always go Aloe and flip turn. Yo, flip turn to Iron Moth is unwinnable for that.
Yeah, just flip turn, Terrify. Or you could even, on a team like that, you could low-key beat Terrifier too. Like
you beat Terrifier Boots here, and you click Overheat and go Aloe, flip turn, Overheat. Aloe, flip turn, Overheat. And you will win the game in like 15 turns.
That's the only one. So the thing is, this is just draft pulls, my friend. There is like...
I know.
Obviously. No, I was talking about Burger.
Okay.
But yeah. I think this is probably going to be like a bottom of C team. I don't think it's like quite like there's quite enough holes to put in D. I don't know. We'll end up kind of like moving things around too as we go.
Yeah.
Like, and we can like get a better scale of things and things like that. So I think C. I think it's definitely worse than Tony's. But it's obviously above the Evolution tier. It's hard to put things alone in the Evolution tier. I feel bad doing that. But like as we keep going, we'll like if we have way too many teams in C, we'll bump shit down to D tier and stuff like that. So, yeah. This is everything I don't want a team. Very biased, but I just like it. What's the reasoning behind it? I'm curious. Is it just I know a lot of people are like big Enam haters. I like Enam. I think it's good.
Yeah, Terra Enam's kind of hit or miss.
Dude, I love that guy. I think he's so strong. Next up is 6 foot hacks. So we were literally just talking about it. Great Tusk, Gren, Jirachi, Moth, Aloe, Sinistra, Ampharos, Volbeat. I like it. I don't know. Great Tusk, Gren. I like the top 4 a lot. I mean, I like top 5 a lot, to be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about Terra Aloe, but like it's definitely the second best Terra captain on this team because I don't think he could afford Moth plus Sinistra with the pricing.
Yeah, you can't.
What if like a ground? Oh, there is no ground on Dell's team. That's really bad, actually. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
All right, it's got to go at the top of D until later. I know ground type is really bad. I didn't notice that at all. Yeah, that's really tough.
So you're saying Terra Jolteon is just a death sentence?
Dude, Terra Electric Volt Switch, fuck the Fairy for the Iron Hands, get up a Spike, and just Volt Switch. It's over.
Get the Regieleki cosplay in there.
It was clunky, not good removal, aka not Serena. I think it has good removal. I mean, like, you could say Serena's not a good spinner, but, like, Scizor Fogs.
Yes, Scizor right there.
Yeah, Scizor Fogs pretty freely. If you need it to do that, it does it well. And, like, you typically, like, it just, you take off the SD on Scizor, and you put a defog on it. And it functions the same way as it would typically. It just doesn't win anymore. Or have the potential to win. But yeah, back to Leo. Gren gets his speed early. Jirachi, nice little Healing Wish guy. Double Healing Wish with the Aloe, which is cool. I like Terramoth a lot. It's like one of my favorite guys. I think he's so strong. Sinistra gives him like ground resist, which I think is important on this team because it has no immunity, and Sinistra's an okay ground resist. I'm trying to think of grounds that can push through Sinistra. Tusk probably, right?
Tusk kind of can.
I mean, I don't know how that strength sap's going. Is a problem.
It's more so I'm worried about like 2-hit KOs and switch-ins and stuff like that.
Like knock into Ice Spinner from like attack booster, it's definitely 2-hit killing Sinistra. But like other than that, I mean,
but if it's attack booster, you have plenty of ways of revenging, right? Like Mothra revenge most Terra attack or like attack booster. Great Tusk.
There's also
you
like
have Gren, you have special
if you're really
if you need to, right?
if you're really struggling versus opposing Tusk, you could just run like a defensive Tusk of your own, and then all of a sudden Headlong is doing 30 to you.
He is just a physical check to everything, yeah.
Yeah. Like between Aloe Tusk and Sinistra, you're like really chilling.
I like the spin block on Sinistra too, as like the ground resist. Like it helps with like spikes Gren. I think it is gonna be like a spiking Gren a lot of time, but it's not bad, right? Like in using Gren a little bit recently, I don't think it's bad in the sense of like you typically only need 3 coverage boosts, right? So like you can force aggressive switches and get up a spike, at least one throughout a game. So like that plus like Rocks Jirachi. I think I would like no, because we have Rocks Jirachi and Rocks Tusk, so like our Rocks are doing okay too.
Yeah. I know a lot of times like Greninja wants to run like the battle bond sets versus offensive teams, but versus like bulkier stuff, then you can get away with the spikes. Like bulky teams are so hard to pilot into this combination. Like Iron Moth just eats those teams alive.
Yeah.
So like
I also love the good. I like the good spin too with Moth because I also think Moth is strongest too, and I don't have to run like Boots Moth, and I can just be Specs Fire and kill everything. That Mon is so strong. Specs Fire Overheat just like Oko's 80% of the game, which is crazy. This team's A or B. I think I'm trying to think. I'm not big. Yeah, I'm not big on Ampharos, but I get it. It gives him like a secondary flying resist, which is cool when you have Tusk and like takes a little pressure off Arachi. Volbeat is like. Volbeat's Mr. Potential guy at like 1 and 2 points in the sense of like he always is like Prankster Encore, things like that, but like you never actually.
No, I'm gonna be so for real. Put a Vulpix in that slot. Team is perfect.
That actually is low-key cool. It gives a little sun aspect, with Great Tusk Moth. Yeah. You rock Sunny Day. I mean, that's basically Volbeat. I mean, you could do that with Volbeat, which is kind of cool. I think this is probably fair to be our first A team. I think this is fine, at least compared to everything else. It's a clear step above the other 3 teams we've.
It's just like a standard good Tusk draft, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like it. Volbeat is a BBR champion. I never brought him to a game. The only time he was ever in the builder, was in finals because I had the worst Iron Treads matchup of all time against Aster, and then I took it out because I was like, damn. Volbeat fucking sucks. I don't want him on my team. He's terrible. If anything else gets in on Volbeat, I might lose the game. Is how I saw it. So I was like, okay, he's not coming. But hey, he's definitely like a Mr. Potential type mon. All right, next up we have Thomas and his Copenhagen Glades. I think he had an early draft Meldraust. I don't remember actually. I could be lying.
He was in the Mela.
Okay, so he's on mine. Okay, it's pretty close. So
just make it up. Cool.
You know me, I'm a liar. This is an interesting one because there's some interesting like Pokemon on this in general.
Yeah, it's
Deospeed, Tinglu, Sneasler, Tentacruel, Hydreigon, Skarmory, and DD Dowspun. I think like there are some good pieces to this team. I kind of like DL plus Sneasler and like Tinglu like to hazard stack. I think Terra Hydreigon's super slept on, a super strong Pokemon. But like Terra, Skarmory, Indeedee, and Dowspun are just nothing Pokemon, and there's a lot of budget used on those guys.
Hello? This is like Indeedee God mode.
I don't like Indeedee.
Expanding Force Deoxys Speed, Unburden Sneasler.
I think it's such a bad Pokemon though. That means you have to bring Indeedee and like switch it in. I don't know, maybe because I was helping Kurt. I was helping Kurt Mock for this. And it's just not a good Pokemon. I don't know. I really struggle to see the vision. I think Terra Skarmory is for sure a troll. I forget who it was. I played somebody in DGBA. It was Turk. I played Turk in DGBA, and he had a Terra Skarmory. And it was like, it's one of those Pokemons that you, like, I don't think you even really have to account for Terra too much in the builder on him. Like, he still functions and is, like, hidden to the same, right? Ring Turret, Trick, plus Expanding Force, TO. That's a lot of moves clicked just to click one kind of strong attack, you know? You could also just click Focus Blast to switch in, you know? Dowspun is another guy that's like, I guess it gives him like an okay fighting check, right? Like, if you play like random Urshifu Dark.
You need a good fighting check when you have side spam.
Well, that's what I mean.
I feel like
you kill all of them. Sneasler technically resist, finds SD opportunities on them. You have the Terra Dragon. Skarmory checks 90% of fightings too, right? Like
he was probably in his feelings, looking at like, oh, Terra Fairy, Chi-Yu beats Tinglu. I need a Dashbund. Oh my god.
I say 6-point Torn Eye. It does. We'll get there later, but yeah, that guy sucks. This is not VGC, my friend. Caesar's the only way to break darks. But like, I don't know if that's true because Hydreigon beats most darks, right? It just kind of like punches through them with either just like raw power or like nasty plot. Tinglu sits on all of them. Like, he doesn't have like conventional super effective stab damage into it, but I don't think it like matters, you know?
No, for sure not.
Dashbun does not beat Terra Fairy Chiyu. Dashbun does not beat Chiyu. Tinglu does, so we're fine there. But Dashbun does not beat Chiyu. it takes like 40% from like neutral psychic, like non-boosting item. It's not very bulky. Google King L5 to learn Terra Hydreigon. I don't want to Google.
Shout out to Terra Hydreigon. He's actually not that bad, but also I think he's best as a secondary Terra captain. Here he's very much the primary Terra captain.
Yeah.
Like he'll have his matchups, but it's not every week. You're like, oh, Terra
He also seems
Hydreigon
like a
6
cool-
O's.
he also seems like a cool flex option, like that second slot to like have a Scarf Hydra, and you're like, cool, I can like Terra Dragon Draco or Terra Dark Pulse or something like that. Or like Terra Steel to like not die to X Fairy move or some shit like that. But yeah, it's not like a real needle.
Yeah, I think this is low-key part of just like this draft board it's not very favorable to like two mid Terra captains.
Yeah.
It's like really so much favored towards like you have your one strong guy and maybe a backup.
Yeah, for sure. Things are a little bit inflated for sure. This is why you draft Chi with Tinglu. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's not bad at all. But yeah, I think this team's definitely like a C team. Probably like behind Tony is where I'm thinking. We could move it down to D. I do think Tony's is considerably better, but this team does have cool aspects to it. Again, like I like the the double dark and Sneasler and stuff like that. But
you can definitely aura farm a little bit with it. You know what I mean?
It's
Like
got some
side
cool aspects,
terrain.
yeah.
You have like Spikes Tinglu, like and Sneasler plus Spikes is honestly pretty good.
Yeah,
You know what I
even if
mean?
it's just like not running like the Unburden like SD sets, it's like undraftable. Cheers, true.
The Tentacruel is a little bit silly. I'm not gonna lie. Like, what do we need a Tentacruel for?
It's
on this?
for spin, probably. Like,
Yeah,
it's not
I
gonna pose
Okay.
a shot. Yeah, okay,
but
no.
like, come on, man.
So there are some trouble. And again, I'm the biggest Skarmory hater of all time. I also don't see what Skarmory's job is on this team. Like, we have Tinglu, right?
Yeah,
So
but
Skarm-
The only thing you draft Skarm for is like Spikes in my mind, right?
Skarmory's there to cover like threats that Tinglu can't beat. Like between the two of them, they cover actually quite a lot of the metagame.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, Great Tusk CC does not 2-hit KO Skarmory at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like stuff like that.
I guess. It's just, yeah, I don't know.
I think Skarm's a little bit underrated right now. I think he's pretty good.
I'm not a big
For
fan of
9
Skarm in
points?
the gens that he is good in. Like, I don't even like Aura
yeah,
Skarm.
that's on
Like,
you, man.
I just don't like him. Or like, dude,
Yeah.
shout out to ADV draft. I would never draft a Skarmory in ADV draft. It's so lame.
Shout out to Kaz.
Dude, the goat. But yeah, I think bottom of C is probably fine for now.
That's fine.
Oh look, the Terra I told we're right here. Look at the. I like not having to switch tabs at all. This is fire. We have Seabed here. Tarop, Petra, dude, I really wanted Tarop at the wheel so bad. I was so excited when it came to me, or like when it was about to get to me, and Tarop wasn't there, or Tarop wasn't gone, and then it went right before me. I was pissed. There's no such thing as round 1 snipes, but that was damn near close to it. Tarop, Terra Petrunt, Zarude, Terra Volcanion, Screamtail, Swampert, Orthworm, and Tornadus. I think there's a few silly things I don't like about this team. I don't like hate the idea of like Tarop Petron. I think that's like kind of cool. I think we need better hazards if we're gonna go for this though, right? Like there's I'd probably want like better hazards for a team like this. I think it really lacks in like immediate offense too. And I think round 3 Terra Zarude or non-Terra Zarude is a little bit silly. Clearly we don't see Earthworm. How many times have Jolteon drafted asking for a friend? Oh god. Unfortunately, 5 times because you dropped it after you drafted it. Because I would have killed you if you kept it on your team. I don't know. I'm really not too big on this team. Personally, I think Orthworm isn't a good Pokemon, so it's not great hazards. It's not terrible. Number 1 Aloe hater gets Aloe. What? I don't hate Aloe. We'll talk about it later. I think.
The
Terra
narrative
Volk is
switch
like,
up is crazy.
It's literally not true. We're just lying. Hashtag goons lie. Where's Keegan? I need Keegan now.
Okay, but have you tried lying? It's so much fun.
It is kind of fun. It is kind of fun. I do with Keegan all the time. I do lie to Keegan all the time. Zarude was. I remember actually it was coming around to me, and obviously I'm talking about my draft now, but I was like, fuck, I really want Grant, but it fits well in Seabed's team. Please don't get Grant. Please don't get Grant. And he got Zarude, and I was like, what? Let's go. Right? Terra Peck is Justin Herbert, lots of potential. No, I think Terra Peck is really good, dude. I think Terra Peck looks really good. And especially on this team, it doesn't really need to keep its ghost typing for like spin block, right? Like you can just tear your guy because we don't really have good hazards. I think there's like a cool fat aspect to this team, like Screamtail and Swampert and Petrunt, and those guys are pretty cool. I don't know though. I'm not big on this team. I think it really lacks like an immediate punch, but also isn't like bulky enough to be like hard balanced where I can completely outlast you and win the game.
You need like a revenge killer on fat teams, and this just doesn't have a revenge killer.
Mm-hmm. It's like Zarud.
You know what I mean?
Right? That's what.
That's not good enough.
I know what I
not.
mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like again, I think Gren would have been a perfect pick in round 3 here. Right?
Yeah,
Obviously,
something like super fast, like a Gren. Usually you see fat teams like this, they'll pick up like a Darkrai or a Meowscarada round 1, but this is not the case here. I mean, both were taken already, but like something fast to revenge like the
even
big
like,
scary
even though it's
Terra
not like
offensive
ideal,
ones.
like a Cinderace in one of these slots could have been like
Yeah, Cinderace would be great here.
Like Cinderace over this Terra Volcanion in this round because I don't think it had gone yet, right? I mean, Control F, we have the power. Where'd it go? Oh, just kidding. It went round 2.
Round 2.
Jesus,
Never mind.
Davion!
Oh,
God damn! He said, I'm drafting Sun, and I know it. I play this team, by the way. I did not know he had a Cinderace.
Really is
I haven't
fun.
built for this one yet.
Jesus.
Okay, but
yeah.
Gren was there, you know?
Yeah, it was Gren. I think Gren was the objective pick here. It would have made this team a little bit better. Terra Volk isn't like bad. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a mid-tier Terra Captain. It's pretty fat, especially like with Screamtail and like Boots Volk. Like you can kind of wish that guy up and keep him up forever.
I don't know. The thing is, like, I've heard people sing the praises of Terra Volk, and like, I gave it a shot in a team tour on one of the drafts, and then it was like just mid. You know, it just wasn't that good.
I think something that's cool that it adds to this team is like more forms of like passive damage, right? Like you have Toxic Drop, Petra poisons everything. And Volt can like burn everything, which is kind of cool. But I think like the team, I again, one of my big qualms with the team too is I really think it needs more hazard pressure too for a team like this.
But also, look at how free Terra Poison is into this. What's the punish? Swampert? Like, give me a break.
That's true. What do you think, Tony?
I mean, what y'all said was there's not really an immediate punch, right? Just the offense on this team is pretty lacking. I think y'all made a good point.
Trop really
Greninja
appreciates. Yeah, I think Trop really appreciates having something that can punch open for it, right?
And personally, as an Orthworm lover, I love Orthworm. The guy's ass if you don't have Terra on it. I think this would have been a good team comp where you really do for your offensive mon have a super strong offensive Terra cap, and then maybe Orthworm is like your secondary Terra cap where you get niche matchups like against the Great Tusk, for example.
And you use this Volcanion slot. You use this Volcanion slot for a big like punch you in the face mon. I wonder if like a Chi-Yu could have been cool on this team. I don't know. It seems a little clunky, but like it seems like a better like more offensive fire, right? I don't know.
Like a Chi-Yu Gren like dark spam angle maybe.
Yeah.
I think that could be cool. That's also much more expensive than what he has, but
well, yeah, for sure. The rest of the team would have had
the
to
bottom.
change. Yeah, so it would have been completely different draft plan. But yeah, I think this is a team. I think like currently probably a top of D, is what I'm thinking.
But yeah, it's pretty rough out here on the streets.
Dude, we can stay on the same thing. We have Ellie's team next. Me tearing my Orthworm off lead, dude. So true. That's Tony. You might be an Orthworm truther. Kaz is Orthworm's strongest soldier. He's played like 3 Gen 9 draft leagues. In all of them, he's like, Orthworm is gone. This is the greatest Pokemon of
Orthworm's
all time.
amazing. I think I used it in like UNPL. It like did really well in most matchups.
I think that was like a low tier Terra League, though. You know what I mean? Like,
it was. It definitely was.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dude, Terra Orthworm looks good when all the Pokemon suck.
When the competition is Kilowattrel, like
yeah. he was 3rd Terra
Nice,
captain
dude.
behind Kilowattrel and who's another demon low tier Terra guy.
I mean, I think the Flareon.
the Dunsparce.
Flareon, so true. Orthworm was nothing to my well-played King Gambit. True. All right, next up we have Ellie's team. This is pretty. Have you seen this comp before? Maybe King L5.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
You heard of it? Maybe you heard of it. But Meowscarada, Lando T, Terra Keld, Jirachi, Terra Ceruledge, which I think is a really good. I think this is a good example of like 2 like mid-ish tier Terra Captains. Like Keld, Ceruledge is pretty strong. Carbing Swalot, and then Charles Cyclizar.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about this team, Tony L5?
I mean, if you're looking for like 2 like on the middle side of Terra Captains, this is the way to do it, right?
Yeah.
Keldeo,
this is perfect
Ceruledge.
for sure.
I think these
'Cause,
are
like,
good.
I mean, ever
you have
since
like
used it
Healing
in
Wish
BBR,
Jirachi too.
I was gonna say, ever since L5 used it in BBR, I've seen the Terra Keldeo stocks going up. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't know if it was used for him, but
Dude, wait,
'Cause
just
I'm a
wait
trendsetter.
till the streets see
Yeah.
Terra Quack. Just wait
Liga
till the streets
Mao,
see
it
Terra
don't
Quack.
get better.
Wait till the streets see Terra Quack. It's over for everybody, man. And then
Yeah,
Terra
yeah.
Poliwrath next.
Just go down the list.
Every water fighting type just push an agenda. No, I mean, I think this core is like draft. I think this core is drafted like 3 times in the entire tournament, and it's like for a reason. I think Lando T is still so good. I think Kurt has a team similar to this, and then his mocks, he's been like, I hate Lando T now. I think it's just like once you kind of disassociate like him being like the guy, he's not the guy anymore. You know, he rocks in a U-turn.
No, he's the backup
really
guy.
Good at it, right? Sure. Like he's really good at repositioning. For guys like Keldeo to come in, just click like Specs Water Surf or some shit. Or for Cerulean to come in and get an SD. You have like a screens path with like Jirachi too, which is cool. And like you can kind of patch up some matchups with things like Swalot, right? Like opposing. Does it check opposing Meow? I don't think it does. I'm lying. It does not. Like I'd probably 2 KOs him with a band or something like that. But I guess like opposing
it's
Vowels,
good enough.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think Swalot was like a lot of people draft like Swalot Muck as like one of their low point guys because they get good value out of him, which I think is fair. But I don't know if the things that Swalot and Muck check are actually like needed on this team as much because you have Jirachi.
Okay. So let's not get bogged down with judging a draft on their 2-pointer.
Yeah,
real quick.
I'm just looking at
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just looking at all the picks in general. And Cyclozar is good. I think Cyclozar is good too. So I'm here for that. I think this team's actually really good.
Yeah, this is really fantastic.
This is for sure an A tier. I'm thinking. I don't know if we go S tier.
I think this could be S. It could be.
I'm gonna put it at top A. Here, this how we'll do S tier is because I don't want to like put things in S before. We'll look at the relative A guys at the end of stream and like move like 3 or 4 of them up to S tier or something like that. But I do think
so
this is...
because it's only 12:10 p.m. You're like can't be S yet.
That's true. You know, all right, we'll put it in S tier. We'll put it in S tier. All right.
Like, this team is just good. Like, there's threats all around. There's Screen's Healing Wish if one of your Terra Pokemon is, like, a particularly good matchup. Yeah. You could just, like, really break for itself. You know what I mean? The low tiers are, like, good value picks. Carbink, Swalot, they have their matchups where they're really good. Mm-hmm. Carbink, more so for the Darkrai matchup, which you know, is not that bad anyways. Like, Keldeo's good enough, usually, but having that Carbink as well really makes it so it's not a big problem at all.
Kel doesn't switch into Darkrai super easy though, right?
So it can. It's like, if you get every turn wrong and they side shock you on the switch, sure, you got outplayed, man. But then you can pivot to your Scarf Meowscarada and it's like really not that bad, you know what I mean? Just outplay the Darkrai. It's not that hard. People always get bogged down like, can I switch in on Life Orb, super effective coverage on every single move?
The theoretical perfect Darkrai.
Look, man. Yeah. Darkrai with Omniscience and like 4 item slots. Yeah. This team is really good. I like this.
Next up is my team. Yippee, we don't have to move again. Shouts to Mellow.
Garbage.
Hey. I like my team. I definitely don't think my team is like S tier worthy, but like I like it a lot in the sense of like I think I supported Bolt really well. Like you have like your typical like Aloe, like Healing Wish type guy. I have double Healing Wish with Mesprit, which I think is nice for this. Mesprit's cool because it also like I'm super ground weak. So I don't have to bring like Leafeon. Leafeon is definitely like a guy I picked because I was super, super weak to Great Tusk on this team. Like, I got 6-0'd by it. And fun fact, guess who pulled 2 Great Tusks in pools? This guy. Wow. So I'm actually really glad I pulled Great Tusk Hard Sun twice in pools. So I'm really glad I drafted Leafeon. It was like the perfect Leafeon. Yeah, I should be an S tier for the like the prediction of fucking drafting Leafeon. Like I was gonna get those 2 guys because if I didn't, it would have been the most useless pick of all time. Arbok, 2 points. I wanted Swalot, I think, and then this got taken. But honestly, in like building for some of my matchups, Arbok's been like a pretty cool option. He's been like thought about for all of them so far. Like not like he's coming to all of them, but he's not as bad as I thought he was going to be with like Intim and like a potential Eevee. It gives me like a pretty okay Valiant like check matchup, and I think you were saying too, like it's pretty good to Meow too with like Intim and Helmet and stuff like that. So
for sure,
not bad.
Again, we're looking at a draft and immediately the 2-pointers.
Well, I think I'm just going from down up.
Yeah.
I think Ogerpon was also a really good pick. I'm really glad I did this one.
This guy's so good.
Yeah, this guy's awesome. He's so strong, and when he's not like a billion points and you have good rapid spin and like treads and stuff like that, it's so strong. And I feel like that was something the team like really needed was like a really strong breaker.
A physical breaker.
Yeah, and being able to get this guy right here was really nice. Like I wish I actually could have had Cinderace here, but it went really early. But like this is still fine. Like Ogerpon's really strong. It also gives me a secondary spiker, which is cool. I'm a big Gren guy and I haven't used him this gen, so yeah.
Yeah, so like
not afford
Raging
tier,
Bolt.
No, we couldn't.
Raging Bolt teams really love Iron Treads, is what I found. It like packs so much utility in one slot. You have your spin, you have your rocker, you have your like somewhat fast Pokemon. You have a lot of resists. Like it's just a good Pokemon paired with Raging Bolt, and it allows you to go for some more like greedier picks like the Ogerpon Hearthflame. I mean, Bolt plus Aloe. I mean, that's just crack, right?
Oh yeah, you just flip
and
turn,
then
bolt switch, flip turn, bolt switch, flip turn, bolt switch.
Then Gren for those offensive matchups where like it can really dominate a lot of these offenses. So this is a good team.
Yeah, no, I definitely like it. I think this is definitely an A tier one though. I'll put myself above Leo. I don't think it's like quite S tier. There's definitely some Pokemon I really struggle with on this team that I think are apparently. Like, I think one I have like a pretty. Well, I do have Aloe. Like I have a pretty fat Ghost weakness too. So like the random like Goldangos and like I feel like my Petra matchup is like really not Pog. Like it like kind of smokes me.
That is kind of true. I mean, there's still
a
like
few
Iron
niche
Treads,
things
which is pretty good.
Yeah.
But
so. Yeah. There's definitely some annoying things, but it's not like I feel like this team has the tools to win every matchup, while it might not have like a 0 to like 100-0 matchup in most teams. So, I've enjoyed building with it so far. So, I think that's fair. All right, Tony, you're gonna give us your thoughts on the Grandmaster D-Ray team. What do we think?
Oh man, so Terra Annihilate off rip. I don't know how I feel about that. I think we're at the point.
So
where...
I will give you really quick before you keep going. This is the only Terra Annihilate drafted.
I mean, that's good. I mean, it should be 0, but you know, I mean, is it mascot pick, one last ride? I get why he did it, right? So, overall, I mean, I think this team is just kind of okay. I mean, he has some defensive pieces, right? And Screamtail and Toxapex. Both of those mons, or at least specifically like Toxapex, the Appleton, Chimecho. I mean, maybe not so much the Chimecho, but like the defensive pieces just they're just too passive for me. I think we have gotten to a point where we're aware of how passive some of our defense is, like with Skarmory. Like I think it's bigger might hate Skarmory, Bronzong, things like that. It's just being aware of that. And I think I personally don't love Toxapex. And even like Screamtail, I'm kind of like iffy on.
Oh, I love Screamtail. I mean, God, Screamtail.
It has a way to disrupt, but
Screamtail isn't passive in the sense like Screamtail doesn't do damage, but it's not passive in the sense. Of,
it like disrupts.
It's
like with Encore,
disruption tools like Encore and T-Wave
like
and all that stuff. Like things don't just abuse Screamtail very easily. I think this team, it sucks because like we started off with like a round 1 pick that probably isn't a round 1 pick, but he did get round 3 Darkrai, which I think is pretty crazy steal, right? Like round 3 Darkrai is really, really cool. So like while I don't think of Darkrai 2 as like one of the best round 1 picks, he kind of ended up getting the round 1 pick later, because he was also in the pool with Mono Evolution and A12 getting Slowking Gliscor in round 1 and 2 and Inting.
You got a problem?
Hey, I don't have a problem. I think he'll still do good. A12 is a good player, but he inted the first 2 rounds. He just did, you know? Hey,
just be glad he's not getting the loyal trio.
Dude, I mean, we wouldn't win. We wouldn't know what to do. Unfortunately, he did get Terra Treff in it. We'll talk about A12 later. I think, like, I don't think this team is terrible. It's definitely not one of the worst D-Ray teams ever. I think, like, I'm very big on having good ground resist, and I don't think that Appleton Chimecho does it for me.
Doesn't do it for you?
No, it doesn't do it for me. I know for a fact, like, he plays a great Tusk in pools against Keegan, and I feel like he's gonna have a really tough time in that game. I feel like he's gonna really struggle into that team.
Nah, you just Balloon, Annihilate plus Helmet, Screamtail, and it's like so cooked for the Great Tusk user.
We're just giving it free. We're giving him free advice. Write that shit down, D-Ray. Write that shit down.
I know he's got his notepad open.
Yeah, I don't think this team's terrible though. I'm not big on the last
usable.
3. Yeah, this is definitely. Shouts to D-Ray. That's my dog. Love D-Ray. He's drafted some much worse teams than this. This team is a lot better than some of the other teams that he's drafted. But yeah, I don't think it's bad. I think the round 1 Annihilate makes it look worse than it is because round 1 Annihilate is a really bad pick.
Okay, but in your mind, just swap the order of
literally just going
and
here.
Annihilate.
That's what I mean.
It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
And from there it looks like okay. So I think this is definitely like a C tier team. I'd probably put it above Thomas, behind Tony. Personally, it's definitely not bad, but it's not like great. Also, I'm a big Cinderace fan. I think that guy's awesome.
Cinderace is so broken.
Yeah, I love that guy. Next up, we have Gravy. Their team, Iron Valiant, Garchomp, Terra Moth, that's kind of crazy, Metagross, Terra Mandibuzz, Terra Basculegion Female. the first 4, I was like, hell yeah. And then I saw Terra Mandibuzz, Basket Legion female. I was like, wait a minute, where are we going? And then we got Lilligant and more Pico. So a lot of like, it's weird because like first 5 picks are all like really good Pokemon. I think Basket Legion female isn't a bad Pokemon, but we kind of went off the rails here a little bit. I don't know.
I mean,
what do you think?
I mean, I like the top 4 especially. Mandibuzz is understandable, but then like, I feel like you surely could have got something better with the last 3 picks. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Basculation there is like,
too.
It's good as like a Terapagos check, a spin blocker. It's like actually pretty reasonable into the elephants as well. Like Basculation, I think it's one of the better ghost types in the format. Like low key, it's a sleeper pick.
I remember in BBR, Dr. Slack had it one time. Adaptability hits really hard too, even if it's like not. It is
really good.
I remember like in my semifinals game against him one season, I deadass was like, I couldn't switch into specs. Like I couldn't switch into specs and I couldn't kill it in 1. So it like always got 1.5 against me. It was terrible. Yeah, it's pretty strong. I think. Yeah, I'm just not here for Lilligant more Pico. Those are just like nothing Pokemon, right? Like
for me, this is a top 6 every single week, no exceptions. Which is fine. Like, that kind of draft, like, I've seen success from before in the past. But, I don't know.
It could have been maybe a little bit more optimized. What do you think, Tony?
No, I agree with, that's what I was going to say, what L5 said. I think it's just top 6 every single time. Like, maybe you can squeeze Lilligant into there, but even then, it's just not that great as someone who's drafted it before in Gen 9. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that they got the top picks and everything like that. Mandibuzz, I'm really interested to see what they do. I mean, they're probably not going to Terra it, but I think maybe they could have taken the Terra off of Mandibuzz, save those points, get something better at the bottom.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, just because you can have 2 Terra captains, especially because like it's a little bit more inflated, like the Terra price and stuff like that, you can always just like not Terra a second guy. I know I didn't. I just got extra points for it, you know. Yeah, I don't think this team's bad though. I think this is probably like, I'd say this is probably our first B tier team. I think the top 4 does carry pretty hard. Top 4/5 does carry pretty hard. I think B is probably fine for this team, just because those guys.
I wouldn't mind using this myself.
Yeah, like I mean, just being able to use these guys and like Mandibuzz is good on this team. I think the one thing that's kind of throwing us off is the Terra tacked onto it, but like just don't Terra it, you know. Like just Terra them off instead, right?
Yeah,
so it's not bad.
Yeah.
Good momentum into like a lot of these like offense guys too, and these bottom picks. Like also like Basket Legion is a really good flip turn. Guy/gal, just flip turns forever. Yeah. Guy like me loads up more Pico every game. More Pico Earthworm. 100%. More Pico Earthworm. You can hazard stack and rapid spin with your more Pico. I wonder how bad more Pico is as a spinner though. Because like you can like, you have like stab, dart for ghost. Do you threaten them? I wonder. Next up is Vepsis. And I think Vepsis' team was gross. I don't remember like wholeheartedly, but I think he drafted like super hard balance and it looks really annoying. Yeah, this seems kind of beast mode, I won't lie. Besides these last 2 guys, which is funny, but like the rest of Terratorn, Tinglu, Petrunt, Tinkaton, Cyclozar, Dragonite, pretty fucking strong.
Yeah.
Or wheel. Yeah, you gotta do it 3 times to hit them 2 times with the dark type move. Let's go. Spin of loose every setter. Shut up. We can at least spin. Yeah, I think this team's really strong. I don't know. Like, Terratorn is so good. And then, like, with Tinglu Petch, like, that's my favorite defensive core ever. And then you have fat shit like Tinkaton to supplement it. Spin and Cyclozar. Dragonite, who can, like, either function as, like, that fat, like, 6-piece or, like, that DD at, like, endgame win con or just, like, Choice Band and all that shit. Pretty cool. And then, like, while Clawwitz or Medicham aren't, like, good Pokemon, per se, they do a lot of damage, right? So if you have, like, a matchup where you're, like, fuck, like they don't have a switch into Scarf CC. Fuck it, Medicham time. You know what I mean? Like there are like niche applications for them for like a really budget price. But really he's just gonna kind of outfat and outlast you, hazard stack you, knock off all your items, and then kind of win the slow game. I like this team a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty good. No complaints necessarily.
No, I think this is bulk up, recover, Medi the GOAT. Yeah, me when I'm playing Gen 7 and I can use Mega Medicham, sure. But I think this is probably an A tier team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right. Next up, oh my gosh, it's the GOAT. It's Mountay. Guys, it's Mountay. He beat Aaron Cybertron Zang. He beat Aaron Cybertron Zang.
His claim to fame.
Yeah, that's it. He's never done anything else, actually.
Just lie, cool.
Yeah. But Mountay started off like drafting like some Bolt offense, which is cool. Like Raging Bolt DO is like really strong. Quackball, I like Quack. I think it's a strong Pokemon. And good like sleeper utility. And then he said, "Let me."
And
put
then he
on
said,
my
"Okay."
Who hat.
Oh.
Yeah, he just DM'd who like.
What would you get here?
Can I have some advice here? I'm really struggling how I want to finish this draft. Yeah, Clodsire, Sableye. I was like, oh my god, dude.
Dude, even Zarude is a fat
so
motherfucker,
funny.
right? Like Zarude is super fat too. And then God, Terra, Munchlax. I think this seems like okay as like a balance team, right? Like because like Bolt can slot into those balance builds pretty comfortably. I feel like because he's also so fat. I think this team would have really liked like a Healing Wish guy for like Bolt.
Like, where's the aloe here?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, probably already gone at this point. Unfortunately, let's see.
No.
It wasn't gone yet.
Nope.
Did Aloe
It
get
went round
drafted
5
this point?
here. Round 5.
Oh shit! Who has it? Am I blind?
Yep,
Oh, it's
Leo.
Leo did. I mean, yeah, you could have drafted that. Like, you could have drafted Quack Aloe right there. I'm sure Clodsire would have lasted. I think this might be like one of the only Clodsires that was drafted in the entire. Well, is Zapdos a problem? I don't think Zapdos is a problem when you have Clodsire. Zapdos is probably fine. Plus,
Clodsire
also, like,
and Raging Bolt?
Yeah, he's probably fine.
You're
into that
completely
guy.
chilling.
Yeah, but what about Eerie Impulse? Shout out to 2024.
What about Throat Spray, Metal Sound? That's what 6-0's this draft.
Hyper Beam.
Let me know.
But yeah, I think this is
Hyper
good.
Beam, what?
Just, dude, Zapdos.
We're just
Hyper
aura
Beam.
farming?
Yeah, we're aura farming. We're OHKOing that Raging Bolt. -2, +1, Hyper Beam, dead. That's what I'm saying. Instead, they're actually just going to switch into the Clodsire and probably Wallet, so it's fine.
That's what Metal Sound is for, oh my god. And Substitute? Sub Metal Sound, Roost, Dual Stab?
Dude, big.
That's 5
That's
moves,
5
but okay. Let me know.
That's 5
We're
moves.
also leftovers on top of Throat Spray. Once we use leftovers,
Of
we
course.
Magician steal leftovers.
Okay, Dashing Sceptile, you say Clear Amulet, but like, we've seen that before from Raging Bolts into
Shout out to
Zapdos.
2024. Yeah.
So, yeah,
Big
literally. So Eerie Impulse became like a really big thing on Zapdos for like a month.
And then they ran
And-
Clear Amulet, and then people
and
lost.
they're like,
this isn't worth it if
GG.
they run Clear Amulet. Yeah, I literally lose now. Oh no.
Yeah, Clear Amulet CM, and then like someone got like completely swept by that.
And then I think it was never seen again. Like literally
Yeah.
ever. I don't know. I definitely think this is a really good team. I think it could be better. I think, like you said, like the Aloe pick would have been really nice. It would have like really squared away this team pretty well. Obviously, we have less budget for other guys later, but it's not that big of
This
a
is
deal.
To me, it's a bit of an identity issue. Like
Mhm. It
you
wants to
have
be like
some fat
Raging Bolt
pieces, but
offense, Raging Bolt balance.
you can't check everything with these Pokemon, right?
Mhm. Yeah, so it's kind of
So,
like an
like,
awkward balance. Do we
It
think this
fails
is
at
like
being a stall team, and then if you're being an offense team, and then you have Corv, Clodsires.
yeah, guys who
I
do
don't know.
nothing? I guess like on
Yeah.
those types of teams, you like bench these two, and you go, or you bench like you just bench Claude and obviously Munchlax, I guess, because you have to bring 6. You go like Bolt, Dio, Quack, Corvi is like U-turn bot.
Yeah, maybe
but then
you
you
could
have
go
a
like
Sableye,
Screens
though.
Corv,
Yeah,
Screens Corv, Screens Sable, maybe.
Yeah, or you go like
into
Hazard
setup
Stack
Quack.
Claude, like I set up Hazards and then I'm kind of useless, you know. Yeah, so like there's definitely pass, and Mountai's really good, so I'm sure he'll do fine. But I do think this is not as good as it could have been. I want to say like potentially B tier is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, below Gravy is probably fine.
Next up is Uzi. This is a team I play. I just took him off.
Oozy.
The Uzi Gunner. Good old Iron Valiant. We have Val first, obviously, and then Samurott, Goldango, Terrahydrapple, Donphan, Noivern, Tauros, and Clement. I think this team's really strong. I think like I like these. This is like kind of an older core, right? Again, I feel like speaking of 2024, this seems like a very
So this
common-
is. It's kind of like if 2024 met Hydrapple. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's
like
true.
The
Because this
Valiant
is a super
Sam,
common core.
Goldango, even Donphan, like as like a popular pick.
Mhm.
It's kind of fallen off recently, but it used to be like pretty well represented in like.
It was until King L5 started
How often it's
streaming
picked.
again, and he started pushing.
And
the
I say,
two-turn
Don, 2 pump chomp. Yeah.
Ooh, bomb chomp. Unfortunately, Lucy
Yeah.
got stuck with Iron Valiant, big underdog.
Yeah, you hate to see it.
Unfortunate.
But yeah,
But, like,
Hydrapple
this team,
Valiant is
I
always
remember-
good.
like if you swapped out this Terra Hydrapple for a Terra Ogerpon, this is 2024.
It actually is, yeah.
So like it's not bad. Like obviously it was good back then. I think, and Hydrapple is just a better Pokemon than Ogerpon, right? Like it's just objectively better. So it's an improvement on it. I think Noivern is like okay as like your speed guy. It also gives you like emergency. I need to defog because I think Donphan's a bad spinner. I don't think Donphan's good as a Pokemon personally. And then Tauros, I think Tauros is interesting. It is like low key after using in low tier. Obviously, I used it in low tier. There were matches where Tauros just 2-KO'd everything. That's obviously not going to be the case in like standard where you're playing Great Tusks and Meowscaradas and Iron Valiants and shit. But like, it's still a strong Pokemon, right? And then Glimmet for 1 point, like cool value. You know, it's 1 point. But I think this team's really strong. I think this is either like probably top of A, maybe potentially S. I am hesitant on putting an S.
Nah, that's a bit high for me. I'm really thinking it's more so like bottom of A, top of B type stuff.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Tony?
Sorry, I just got back.
Oh, you did? Oh, shiny. No, you
just agree with whatever I said.
What Kino
yeah.
5 said?
No, I agree. Yeah, whatever L5 said.
Me when I'm building.
I got a couch delivered. So.
True. Wow. All right, we'll put him at the bottom of A for now. I think it's a good team. I think, and again, Uzi's a good player, so I'm sure he'll do well with it. I am also a big Samurott hater. I think that guy sucks. I say that has a demon matchup in me, by the way, which is really funny. But I think in general, I'm not big on him. I don't think he's great. He really struggles to find, like, in theory, attacking spikes is broken, but it misses, and also he's like 85 base speed and not very bulky. So it's kind of hard to position him all the time to get like more than one layer. Which is cool, like strong damaging spikes, but also, what if I just miss spikes?
Just hit. It's not that hard.
So true. Wide lens, right? Just wide lens rock climb Tauros.
Just lock in.
Tony. You remember that?
Yeah, that was me, right? I did.
That was you. That was you. I almost lost my mind. I almost exploded that day.
I think I won. I don't know.
That doesn't mean anything to me. It still made me mad.
That's a good.
All right. Next up, we have A12 here. A12 the GOAT. Unfortunately, entered his first 2 rounds in like Slowking, Terra Gliscor. But then he got some cool pieces like Iron Bundle. Urshifu is interesting without Terra, in my opinion. I don't think it's like greatest, but I don't know. Rotom Wash was great. Terra Trevenant, 3 points, who cares? Hawlucha, which is another interesting pick considering we don't have like an insta unburden proc, but like it also doesn't need to be used like that, you know? And then Magneton, who I have not seen drafted since 2017. What are your guys' thoughts on this team? A12 always drafts some wacky shit. This seems like just kind of another A12 build that's not like traditionally very good, but I'm sure he'll make some shit work, you know?
I mean, I think that's accurate. I mean, it's just kind of a bunch of wacky stuff. Just, you know, I think probably when the pick came up, he was like, yeah, this feels like the vibe to me. I
like Slowking Gliscor. It's a great defensive core. Slowking Gliscor, like Rotom, is strong. It's just like we got it so early that we don't really have that top end guy, which I don't like not having. Like, there's so many strong Pokemon in Gen 9. I don't like not having one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A12 literally drafted Magneton not long ago in Wi-Fi. Well, I wasn't there. Thank goodness, so I didn't lose to Magneton. Bundle about to spam Blizzard. Yeah, I mean, and like Bundle plus Slowking is like a good, like, fun little core too, right? Chilly Reception into like super strong Blizzards. But I do think that this team is missing like one more like oomph pick. You know what I mean? Maybe it's because like Urshifu was drafted here. I don't know. And there's like some strong Mons left on the board. And I'm sure there were some strong Mons left on the board when we drafted Urshifu in particular.
Yeah, I would have really preferred. I really prefer if we just take this Urshifu, turn it into a Roaring Moon, which was undrafted.
Yeah,
like that would instantly make this team so much better to me.
Even Chiyu, dude. Chiyu seems like a stronger Pokemon than Urshifu. At least like as an offensive breaker.
Yeah.
Terra Gliscor, I am a big Terra Gliscor believer after using it in DFL a lot. I think that guy's fucking awesome.
Dude, every week is Owen being like, it's unwinnable, and then I'll be like, hey, have you tried this Gliscor set?
Yeah, and then
he's
like, I win!
Let's go!
Yeah, I don't think this team is terrible, but I know this is
I'll say it.
Do you think maybe I'm thinking of player too much because a little A12 Glaze. That's the GOAT. But like,
he's definitely good enough to pilot something like this, but it is still bad.
Yeah, this might be a D tier team, unfortunately. Like, I also don't know why we have Magneton. I haven't decided that yet. Does this team need to trap steals? It kind of kills all the steals, right? And that's like the only thing that Magneton has ever theoretically drafted for, even back in the day. It's not like it's like
thing, right?
a Pokemon with EVO, or like isn't like give you a fairy check. You already have a fairy check. Like, I don't know.
Versus bundle, a lot of the times you're running Eevee Terra Steel, but the problem is your Eevee Max Spidef, which means Magneton is doing 22%. You know?
But wait till the ID presses. Listen here, buddy. Yeah, I think this is probably top D is what I'm thinking.
Top
D. Cute and has 3 eyes. It's literally magnets. Magnets can't be cute because they're magnets. All right, L5, I'm gonna let you take it away. This is why you're here.
Takes it away.
Takes it away. We got Gerald here. We got Gerald Ricketson.
Ricky. Shout out to the citrus berry farmer himself.
Yeah, not the guy before who made the video first, but keep going.
Keep going, I'm almost there. All right.
No, not this stream. Not that. Wrong stream, wrong website.
Oh, wait. I thought this was your other channel. My bad.
No. Don't tell me to do that one.
Okay, I won't. Link down below in the description, by the way. No, I'm just so, I mean, this is a pretty standard top 2 to wrap Roaring Moon. Usually it's paired with an Iron Moth. I'm really struggling to see what the special breaker is outside of that, because...
Moth was here too, by the way. It went the next pick. Oh, wait,
you could have gotten it, yeah.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, it went the next pick after this, I think, unless I'm really stupid. So you could have gotten it.
You usually would have gotten it round 3 on this archetype, but clearly he wanted a different idea. Gliscor round 3 without Terra is definitely a hot take. Like, that mon is
the one that makes me...
It's alright, but Gliscor without Terra is so much worse. And then round 4 Rotom, like, bro.
He was really worried.
I get it.
He was really worried about that guy. Yeah, he's good.
5 points is cheap for Rotom, but...
I mean, he got Terra Ogre, cool, which is a strong Pokemon, right? Like, still got a good Terra Captain, but...
Well, he's probably looking at it like, I want Terra Ogerpon, and if you look at the back 3 before his round 5, they all have either already a top-tier Terramon or a water type in Palafin. So it's pretty safe to just wait on Ogerpon. So if you wanted Rotom Ogerpon, this was the correct way to do it.
If you're just gonna get it next round, yeah. And I guess if like you're gonna get the next round after, it's not that big of a deal. It still is just like... Really...
It does feel out of order, Bash. You're 100% correct there. The Iron Crown's interesting. Like, I feel like the best Terra users on this team are not Terraing. You know, the Gliscor, the Iron Crown, both of them pretty devastating with Terra, I've found. But Ogerpon Wellspring, I mean, it's had its ups and downs. It's usually like the raid boss once you get into the game. Like, especially in prep, like Ogerpon Wellspring with Terra, really hard to prep for. Yeah. But the thing is, once you get to the actual game, you know exactly what's coming. There's no surprises ever with Ogerpon Wellspring. Whereas like for Gliscor, for Iron Crown, there are surprises. There you can, you know, prep a little bit outside of the box. Ogerpon, not exactly the same way. I think there's some cool stuff you could do with it, but it's very much more one-dimensional than any other top-tier Terra user.
You're either like a spiking set or just like SD, super fat, kill everything kind of guy.
Yeah.
Comfey's cool though. Theoretically.
I do think Comfey is pretty interesting, yeah.
It's definitely like strong prio, things like that. I don't know. It seems also it does feel Dragon Weak because like the Dragon Resist otherwise is like brown, so having something for that is kind of cool. Like opposing Moon, like 6-0s, right? Other than Comfey, so that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah, 100%.
1 sec, sorry, I gotta work. Yeah, that's fine. Goodness gracious.
Uh-oh.
And then Swalot is kind of just like the token. I have 2 points left. Yippee. You know?
Yeah, I have 2 points, and I don't want to switch it on T-Spikes all the time. There we go.
It just seems like a little bit clunky of a version of like those Tarot Moon teams, you know? But it's still good.
One good thing about this is you have Ogerpon plus Terrapagos, and Ogerpon not able to run boots. You do want like a good spinner or like defogger with it, and Terrapagos is exactly that guy. It's pretty hard to run Terra Ghost into something like Terrapagos, or into Roaring Moon, right? So spin block, maybe a little bit punished by that, but at the same time, like, you could still do that as long as you have a Roaring Moon check.
One more downside I see this team too is like, obviously Gliscor is incredible at setting hazards. He's very good at it. But like, other than that, you have One of the Rocker and Trop. and you have like no other spikes. It's just like getting multiple spikers is kind of a luxury, right? Very often teams can't really do that. But I do feel like Terapel is also a good rocker. I don't know. It feels like Blitzcore is kind of designated into like that Demon Hazards guy because his team really wants that every week. You know, with like Roaring Moon especially. Even guys like Crown Bolt switching around if they're not like going for like the setup sets, Ogre Pond, lows hazards, things like that. So it does feel like Blitzcore is also a little pigeonholed on this specific comp to be the hazard guy all the time.
Yeah, it feels like there's not enough set variety on this draft. Like everything has their one thing that they're good at, maybe two things, and it's pretty easy to prep for this team, I feel like.
What
you know what Ogre Pond's going to do, you know what Terap's going to do, you know what Roaring Moon's going to do, you know what Blitzcore's, you know everything. Like there's very little surprises to be had.
Any thoughts?
I think the only thing that y'all didn't already harp on would just be like on top of that dragon weakness. I mean, ice. I mean, you got like a strong Terra Ice captain on the opposing side. Like,
Ogre Pond, yeah.
Like
offensive ice boost. Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah, like opposing bundle does go kind of demon sicko mode crazy. Comfy can kind of check a lot of those special attackers though, to be fair, which is nice. But yeah, no, that's definitely fair. There's a couple like clunky aspects to the team for sure. And I think part of that is because one of your best Terra captains can only do one type. That's like my biggest like thing on me not liking Ogre Pond too much is like it's very good.
That's fair.
It's just like it does make building kind of seem more difficult, you know. Because you also want to carry your Ogre Pond in 9 times out of 10 matchups too. Like,
yeah.
He's just not good without it.
We got a question from the crowd. Does Meow not 6-0 this team? I mean, that's kind of what the Swalla and Comfy are there for at the end. And I feel like the Meow kind of is forced to be scarfed by the Roaring Moon. So with that in mind, it's really not that bad, right?
You're forcing it. Yeah, that's fair. Swalla isn't great, but I think Comfy has like a guaranteed like revenge. And plus, if you are forcing Scarf, it's not like it's really awkward to lock into this team. Maybe Scarf Axle is really strong, to be fair.
It is, yeah.
Scarf Axle is really strong. It's just like a good neutral click. Because it's not like Ogre Pond can come in very freely. It's not like Crown can come in very freely. And those are the only things that like wouldn't get blown up by
Meow's good into this, but it's not like lead 6-0ing or anything. Like there's plenty of counterplay.
Yeah,
you don't want to Axle into Helmet Swalla at all.
I'm thinking this is probably like... This is either bottom of B, like top of C for me. What do you guys think?
I think this is definitely around the Mount-A area.
Yeah, I was thinking I do like Mount-A's a little bit more just because, like you said, it does feel like a little bit more of a versatile build. Like, can do a lot more. Even if it does kind of suffer from a little bit of an identity crisis, like, he can be a little more creative with the builds. But yeah. What's up, Walt? How's it going, gang? If you guys haven't liked, by the way, I haven't even checked lately because we've been waffling so long. If you guys haven't liked the stream, please go ahead and like it. 33 viewers, only 19 likes. The math is not mathing. Remember, if we get a couple more members, we're going to go ahead and give 5 members to them. Good luck. I clicked the wrong button. Where am I going?
Why would you do that?
I'm sorry. All right, next up we have Case on. A little bit. Next up we have Case on here. And this one is interesting. It is another team a lot like H12's. Like, the team, like, structure is definitely a little better, but, like, it's another team that really lacks around one guy, in my opinion. And it has, like, the wrong Terra captain, you know? Here, it's Gren, Garchomp, which Terra Gren isn't bad. Gren, Garchomp, Zapdos, Metagross, Serena, Terra Charjabug, Ditto, and Iron Moth. I think this team would feel a lot better, too, if it was, like, a Terra Iron Moth, personally. What is Vancouver
I feel that
up there? Who knows? I thought it was in alphabetical order. Maybe it just happened to be for the first couple. It was like 8 teams. But yeah, I mean, like, there are good Pokemon on this team, right? And they do like accent each other well. But again, it's one of those teams where I feel like there really isn't like a #1 broken Gen 9 power creep option. What do you guys think?
No,
that's probably pretty accurate.
Terra Gren being your Terra captain with Iron Moth right there is pretty good.
Yeah, like Gren gives you like good elite speed. Garchomp, Zapdos, Metagross like all accent each other really well. Serena, good budget pick as much as people would like to say otherwise. Charjabug is like it's 1 point. Who cares? Ditto, I always think is a throw pick. But I'm not big on Ditto. I guess it does kind of you can get a #1 option if you copy someone else's. And then Iron Moth, I'm not big on it without. It's weird because I'm the biggest Terra Iron Moth glazer. I love that guy, and I think he's kind of very mediocre to bad without it. And while Terra Gren is a good Pokemon, I think like it's still a good Pokemon without Terra, and Moth becomes infinitely better with Terra. So if there was
Infinite is a lot.
that is It's the big infinity sign, that one. So yeah, I would say like, well, this team doesn't have like too many huge structural flaws. Besides, like, no bulky water is kind of annoying sometimes for certain matchups and mons, but it's also not the end of the world when you have things like Metagross, Zapdos, and like Serena Garchomp is like kind of like a good, generally check all defensive backbone. It's not bad, but the team is also very liable to get worn down too. There's no way to like keeping Garchomp, Metagross, Serena healthy, to be honest, but I just prepped for this one. It's nothing crazy. he just brushed the dirt off his shoulder when he typed that shit in. He said that shit was easy. I think this is definitely like a C tier team. It's very inoffensive, but I wouldn't say it's like anything crazy.
So the like Greninja, Zapdos, Metagross, it really reminds me of some of those old like Sun and Moon structures and Oras structures that you see from time to time with like Fighting Mega. You have Zapdos to para things, you have Metagross as like a general resist guy, like Dragon Check. Then you have Gren for speed, and then usually it's like a Mega Gallade in there.
There's one dark
that being
resist
said,
in the dark resist generation. That is true.
Yeah, I don't think that ages particularly well into SV particularly, because like you say the dark types, right? That's a really big issue for this draft. Like, you run into dark spam of any type.
Does Darkrai not 6-0 this team?
You just
like,
lose.
Immediately?
It really does.
Darkrai might lead and kill everything.
For Ditto.
Yeah,
so Spidef Zapdos can like somewhat check it, but it's going to be packing Ice Beam, and it's going to be packing Psyshock, and it's going to have some bulk on it. So
Ice Beam, Psyshock, Dark Pulse, and like you can like flex on a Focus Blast for Gren, but you probably don't even need to click it. Right? Like, Gren's not switching hard in, you just switch out on the Gren kind of thing. Yeah, I guess that is a good call, J-Bear. That is a really, really bad thing to be weak to, because like this is I think Dark, you could say, is like the best offensive type in this generation, right? Like, pretty comfortably.
It's definitely one of them, yeah.
There's so many, just because there's so many good offensive dark types. Not that like the meta in particular like just doesn't have dark resist. It's just there's so many good dark types offensively. And not having a check to them is really brutal. But it's not like your Terra Captain can really flex into that role. It's Gren, who just already technically resists to Heart, but that's your one dark resist. And Beep Beep Charge Bug, who was weak to Stealth Rock before he switched. And like, it's not to see a Charge Bug. I also don't think like this team needs the webs, you know? Like, I guess like webs are kind of cool.
It's already a pretty fast team.
Yeah, like, I don't know, like Gren, Garchomp, Moth definitely do kind of appreciate him, but then like things like that, Metagross don't care, Serena doesn't care, Ditto doesn't
no spin
care.
blocker either, so
yeah, it's not like they're staying up forever. Yeah, that might push this team down a bit. I won't lie to you. I do think like there is still a semblance of an okay core. I think it is still a step above the teams that we have in D tier right here. So I do want to kind of say bottom of C, personally. What do you
That's
guys
fair
think?
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On to the next one. We have Who. Oh my gosh, it's Who. Who? Where's Who at? I forget what pool he's in.
Who asked?
Me. Dark. This isn't Who. Oh wait, yeah, it is. Halfway through it becomes Who. Darkrai, Garchomp, Ogerpon, Wellspring with Terra, Glamora, as your hazard guy on this team, or a secondary hazard guy, which is nice for Garchomp, frees it up a little bit. Corvi, Sableye, Comfey with no Terra, and Terra 2 cannon. I got 2 cannons. What do we think about
Call
this
me
team?
Blastoise.
What do you think about this this team, Tony?
It's funny that y'all mentioned like, oh, who was it who probably reached out to Who and was like, hey, what should I grab as a defensive backbone? Yeah, they're pretty similar in composition.
He reached out to Mountay for the first 3 rounds and was like, hey, what do you think? And then they were like, wait, what do you think? Yeah. Afterwards, they both drafted half of each other's teams. It's the gimmick. We're gonna hear that in the draft analysis.
They really did. I mean, I think this team is fine. Personally, I'm not a big fan of Sableye, like, at all. I think you could have gotten something better with your low tier picks. Cannon's cool. But Darkrai, I mean, we know what Darkrai does, right? And Garchomp as well. I think that's a really good top 2, personally. Yeah. I know y'all might think that maybe there could have been something better, but
no, I think it's
I think they're.
Yeah,
I got no complaints.
Yeah, I think those are really strong top picks. Once again, pretty Ice Week again, but I mean, I think you'll be.
Yeah, it's also like Ice isn't the most common attacking type this gen, right?
No, it isn't for sure.
I think most pools didn't have Kyurem drafted, and that's like probably the best like offensive Ice, right? And like
wait. This team runs into A12.
He's done.
Iron Bundle's crazy.
Pack it up, bro.
Unfortunately, Comfey probably eats those blizzards like fucking breakfast lunch.
No, it does not. No, it does not.
No, it doesn't. Are you kidding me? I'm Eevee Comfey.
There's no way.
I actually think this team is like you said, I guess it kind of does have that same idea of like identity crisis, but I don't think actually it's really the case. I think we think of Who as like a super hard balanced semi-stall type player. And this team isn't really trying to do that. It's definitely like a more bulky offense team, but like it's not like Pokemon like Corviknight are like bad on bulky offense, right? It's like one of as much as I'm not a big Corvi guy, it's one of the best pivots in the game. It comes in U-turns like a billion times, right? It and Mandibuzz, I think are really good at that. The top 3 in offense are really strong. Glamora's just a strong hazard setter, right? You don't typically see Glamora on like stall, right? Like it's not very good at that. It's actually been on offense. Sableye is like 5-point good value in the sense of like can stun lock some annoying Pokemon. It's like a very much so a matchup fishy type guy. His team's a little bit weak to like offensive fightings in general, depending on how strong they are offensively. Like a lot of them can punch through Comfey and potentially Corvi. So it gives you an immunity to that, which makes like scarf fighting moves or banded fighting moves a little bit more uncomfortable for you, which isn't bad. And it gives some screens outside of just Corvi, right? So like you get like a prankster screens option with like really like 3 to 4 strong setup guys on this team. And Toucan's just like a funny 1-point pick. So I actually think this team is like, it is kind of like Maltese, like in the sense of like, you think like, oh, did he want to draft stall or offense? But not really. I think it's just us thinking of Who as a stall player. I think this team's actually just a good bulky offense team.
It kind of reminds me of like Theodore Manny, right? He's famous for his stall builds in Gen 8 especially. But then you look at him in World Cup this past year for Team Canada, and he was rocking this like dual screen Sableye into Terra Quaquaval team, and he went undefeated or damn near close to it, if I remember correctly. So like this feels like a similar vibe where Who just wants to run a little bit of offense, you know?
But still
and I
has
know
those,
he's
like
like very
backup
capable
picks.
of running these like Volt Turn offense type things. This draft, however, is not exactly so much geared towards Volt Turn as it is like Screen Sableye into SD Ogerpon, SD Chomp, Nasty Bot Darkrai, that sort of thing. Glamora Hazard Stack Lead, or you know, just Rock Polish Meteor Beam. Like it's the problem with this is like the more I look at it, the more I'm seeing it's really weak to a lot of stuff, you know? So it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge for Who. But I think he can definitely pull out some wins here. I don't know if it's necessarily like a tournament winning draft, though. I feel like you're definitely going to run into a matchup that's just going to be a little bit too much sooner rather than later.
I do think... What do we think? I think this team is a little bit better than Uzi's, personally. I don't think this is like an S tier team, but I do think this team is better than Uzi's, which makes me think, do we drop Uzi to B and put both of them in B, or do we just keep both of them in A and put Who in A? That's kind of what I'm leaning towards, just like that. Thoughts?
Personally, this is way high for me.
You think so?
I mean,
you think this is better than
on this?
You think this is a B?
I think it's
Maybe I'm
a
just
low
not big on
Gravy.
Uzi's team.
I took a look at Gravy's team again, and like honestly, he's not fitting in with the rest of B.
You think bumping Gravy's team down to like C, top of C?
No, up.
Oh, up. Oh,
A.
you think it's better? So like,
Yeah.
this type vibe?
Because if we look back at it, right, it's the Valiant, Iron Moth, like Metagross, that team. Like, that's better than all the other ones in B, right?
It really
is,
yeah. A
That's
strong
fair.
team.
That's fair. Yeah, just like the top 4.
Like I would do something like this, yeah.
Yeah,
on the
top 4
screen.
carries so hard. It's just I think maybe we keyed in a little bit too much on these bottom 2 /
Yeah, for sure.
3. Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm here with that. We could do that, and then put Who at the top of B. I do think Who's just a better than Mountains for sure.
I think you're definitely higher on Who's draft than I am, but like that's fine. We can have different opinions. That's fine.
No, that's not allowed. Sorry.
You're on the same mind. Before we get to the next one,
oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna get on out of here.
All right, see you, Tony. Thank you for joining.
Things I need to take care of. Yeah,
All right.
appreciate you.
Adios. See ya.
See ya.
Bye. Thank God. No.
Hate that guy.
Next up, we have Viz. And Viz drafted like, I think we literally have. Yeah, this is. Let's see how many it's 3 Sun hyper offense teams, and Viz is one of them. I know Viz is like one championship in Wi-Fi this gen was in WPF, I think, and I think he won with Sun offense. So I think he's going back to like what's comfortable for him. The thing that I don't like about this team, it is just like kind of like Sun hyper offense, which isn't like the greatest in my mind, but I think Terra Gambit is like not very good, and like you could have Walking Wake as your Terra on this kind of team, which it really kind of like wants and needs to be. But I feel like, and then we don't have to waste points on Terra King Gambit. We can get something else to make this team a little better.
I wouldn't even hate like a raw Gambit here and Terra Wake, Terra Venusaur. That just feels better.
Yeah, this goes down to 13, and then could you even... Yeah, you could do that. It would just be kind of a little better. Maybe it was like an idea if he wanted DSV plus King Gambit, and then he just decided and Flex was like, it's Sun team time.
Yeah.
Terra Gambit is better than Terra Codes. Yes, if you put them up together like 1v1, yes, Terra Gambit is better than Terra Walking Wake. Not when you have a Sun hyper offense team, though. Don't say that. That's silly. It's just... Wake is not very good without Terra, is what I'm saying. Like, Wake just isn't very good without Terra. Whereas Gambit, yes, a lot of Gambit has, like... Gambit does kind of get overhated, in my opinion. I still think it's still a good Pokemon. It's just, like, I think people thought it was way more broken than it was for a long time, so now people are like, I hate that guy. You know what, Team 5? Don't worry, we have not talked about Iron Valley and Raging Bull. We'll get there. Don't worry. The rest of your team could have been ass, and that team's probably top 3. Just because we have...
And there's a Pincursion on there? Yeah.
Dude, shout out
GG,
K-Crick.
we win.
Shout out K-Crick. But yeah, it's not that Gambit is bad by any sense. It's just that when you have Sun offense, you probably want to tear your Wake because he's not very good.
It's like, the thing that makes Sun broken is Wake. That's like the whole reason to use Sun.
Yeah.
But if you're not
really
tearing your
hard
Wake,
to switch into, man. As someone who plays 2 Terra Wakes, that guy's a dick. That guy's really strong in the Sun, man. Like, that guy's really strong in the Sun. So, I think that's my biggest qualm with this team. I think there are cool aspects. Hatterene get Tealing Wish, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so he's a good guy. Good, like, anti-hazards, too, when your spinner is Torkoal, and you don't want your Torkoal to take hazards and things like that, too. I think Venusaur is really strong. Terra Venusaur would have been a little bit better. Comfey, not a terrible Pokemon. Charizard's kind of a troll pick, but, like, you're drafting Sun offense. He's going to punch in the face and win.
No, you know what I'm doing? I'm tearing my Wake and I'm tearing my Charizard. And what I'm doing, I'm leading Torkoal, I'm going to eject button Hatterene, and I'm getting my Charizard in turn 2 with Sun up. Yeah. I'm clicking Specs, Terrafire, Overheat in the Sun with Solar Power, and I'm killing a Toxapex from full. Like,
there are some pretty silly calcs with it. And again, it's also like, oh no, I can't tear on my Wake. I can't tear on my Wake, but oh well, I started up 5-6 for free.
Dude, right? Sun Charizard is probably like one of the most fun things for me to personally use in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Now, is it necessarily the greatest?
Over the years. Is it good? No. No, it's not good, but it's so fun. It's...
Oh yeah, no, he's definitely like a big button guy. And again, like I think Viz is like he like only plays like this hyper offense, like punch you in the face or I will.
Oh, he likes the big buttons.
Yeah, he loves the big buttons.
He loves big buttons,
and he loves putting his nuts on the table when he plays. And Gambit's kind of like the biggest like put my nuts on the tables, get the sucker punch play right, kind of mon ever. So I think he'll do good with this. But I don't think it's the best team in the world. I think there's definitely like a C tier guy, like probably bottom C is what I'm thinking.
I don't know if it's like dead bottom. It's like
I think above Kayshawn, maybe above Thomas. I gotta look at Thomas's team again. What does Thomas's look like? Which one? I think he's this one. No, he's Airy. No, he's not. I'm stupid. He's my pool. I'd rather use Viz's team than Thomas's team personally.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think this is fine. I think Deer's team's probably better. All right. Next, we have Tone, Miami Palafins. He had an undraftable position 8th on this board. I mean, what can he freaking do? We have Palafin Treads, Terra Necro, who I think is really cool and really slept on. Weavile, Sylveon, Dragalge, Mischievous, Terra Lilligant, Hisui. Terra Lilligant's interesting because I think it's like really good on Sun. Obviously, we're talking about a lot of Sun this thing, but
Sun is like the flavor of the month. I feel like.
Yeah,
Sun's also picked up twice in DCL midseason. Mm-hmm. I think twice, and then now it's 3 times in OLR. Like, wow.
Yeah, so Sun would have been pretty cool with this guy. I don't think this seems bad. This feels like, also like kind of very inoffensive. It is lacking some really... Actually, this team is the most ground weak team I've ever seen in my life. Like, switching into them. Also...
I mean, me personally, this suffers a little bit from, like, the Mon quality.
Mm-hmm.
Like, eye test. Like, where's the aura?
We need more Dark Rise and cool guys at the top. Yeah, I'm not...
Like,
oh, go ahead.
your biggest threat is Palafin, which is like, he's good. Can he be your best Pokemon?
Well,
I feel like the answer is no.
I feel like Palafin teams that like really do well have like an elite spiker, which this team doesn't have, and have really, really good momentum. Which this team has like okay momentum. You have like Finn itself, which I don't even count for that, like obviously part of the analysis, but like I guess you kind of do because it's like you force them to switch, they take a spike and you flip, whatever. Treads Volt is okay. Dragalge Flip is okay. I just think Dragalge's kind of slept on. That guy's cool. We have him on our DCL team, but I think like the things that you want to like facilitate Palafin with aren't necessarily here. Like a lot of
exactly. Soul Blaze. That's kind of where I'm at as well. Like Treads, I like as a Pokemon. Palafin, I think, is really strong on the right team. Weavile, I actually really love using in a DCL this season. Tyrannocrozma, I think standalone, it's an alright mon.
That's also really early Tyrannocrozma. I don't think we need to get it that early. There's probably some pretty quality guys up.
These are all like good Pokemon at being like supporting cast or like the secondary threat. And like I'm really missing that like top tier punch you in the face kind of guy.
I think it's just a product of like the wheel, you know. I'm not big on Palafin in general. I don't know. I'm also a big Palafin hater.
So with Palafin, usually you want something that can really punish Terra Water, Terra Grass. Or Terra Grass you have Weavile, which is fair enough, but Terra Water kind of just sits on the whole team. Like maybe
there's nothing that really punishes it. It's Lily, but yeah. It's also like
is Lilligant switching in on a lot of water types. Like Ogerpon can just one shot Lilligant. It's faster. So like Ogerpon matchup, like Wellspring, you just completely obliterated, right? Dragalge's your only switch in, and that's getting Ivy cudgeled.
You get up, you literally just get
3 at KO basically, right?
You just get up rocks and it's basically dead. Right? Like it switches them once and then you're good. No, that's fair. I think this is probably like, well, this team isn't like offensive in the sense of like what in the world was going on. It does lack a lot of that like offensive synergy, and isn't sturdy enough defensively to really justify that. You know, like guys like Sylveon, Dragalge are like very much so stat craft at this point. You know, one crit it's over. No, just one cudgel and it's over. Like Ogerpon's really strong. I think this is probably a D tier team, unfortunately. Either like ahead of Seabad or like ahead of A12. I'm thinking. I really don't like A12's team. I know he's a really good player. I really don't like A12's team. I think right here is probably where I put this.
Damn, just say you hate the guy.
No, I like A12. I think he's gonna do good. This is literally just looking at the drafts. I'm not. We predict who wins their pools.
I'm just poking fun.
Yeah,
it's jokes.
Yeah, I just have a Palafin bias. Yeah, I don't know. I have a Palafin bias in the sense I think it's like kind of doo-doo.
I think the best Palafin set is Choice Banded.
Yeah, just click Wave Crash.
Like I did a whole Palafin review of like all the best players using Palafin, and I'm not gonna lie, we saw like 90% Choice Band usage, and it looked really good.
It's really strong. Those Terra Waters take 40%. Like if they don't have recovery, they just will get to it KO'd. You know, like no, it's definitely really strong. Next up is Jason. Jason, where's he at? I forget what pool he was in. Was it
right
Giacomo?
There?
Oh, was it him?
No, you had it.
There it is. Throp, Darkrai, Petron, Terra, Wogerpon, Mesprit, Bellybolt, Avalugg, and Alcremie. I think the start of this team is really strong. I like Trop, Darkrai, Petron, Ogerpon. Pretty strong. I'm a big Mesprit fan. Again, gives you good healing wish for like Trop, Darkrai, Ogerpon, right? What the Who team? What the Who? what the Hui?
What the Huion?
What the Huiante? And then like non-Terra Bellybolt isn't bad here. Avalugg, okay guy. I guess it like gives you like a guaranteed like phys dev check to whatever you want. And then Alcremie, I don't think the hazard game is terrible. Again, it's like it's the case of like Ogerpon Wellspring is my spiker, and he's really good at that. But like also, I want to like SD and kill everything with Cudgel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a little bit tough, but I do like this top 4 a lot. Plus Mesprit, like I think that's a really really strong start.
So top 5 then.
You know what? Shut up, man.
My bad.
No, top 4 plus Mesprit. Anyway, what do you think about the top 4 plus Mesprit?
Oh, the top 5? Yeah, I think it's pretty reasonable, right? You have a lot of like varied threats, like Darkrai, Ogerpon. They hit very different things, right? Petrant, Terapagos, like Obviously, you can run a little bit of Terra Ghost in this team. Like, Darkrai is not exactly the greatest Ghost resist of all time. So if you have, like, a fighting type with a Terra Ghost, that looks a little bit annoying for this team. But all things considered, like, that's a big threat against a lot of teams. That's not unique here. It seems pretty reasonable. I don't hate this at all.
I feel like this team gets U-turned on like crazy. I mean, I guess, but in what that's kind of like a very general comment in context. And like, if you're switching into Petra on U-turns, that's fine. Just like have helmet, and you're good. Rocky helmet's better. Also, you have belly bolt. You have belly bolt to super punish U-turns. So I don't think, I don't quite agree with that. And like, even if it does, it's fine, right? You're like, just get up rocks, and you're probably fine in that regard, right? Helmet plus static. And yeah, I mean, like, Tarap is always going to get momentum onto, like, Break Shell. You just switch, right? And if you're forcing U-turns and you have a Belly Bolt and you have a Petron, it's fine, right? And it's not like you're switching into Darkrai or pre-Terra Ogerpon on U-turns, right? You know, you're fine in that regard. It's not like you're switching Tarap hard in on U-turns, or at least I fucking hope you're not. So I don't think that's
maybe you could look at something like Lando T, right? EQ, U-turn, rocks looks really annoying for this team, I'm not going to lie.
Unless you pull up with the Avalugg.
Sure, yeah.
You can't knock you off anymore, you know? Like, it's definitely annoying, but, like, you can spin on it if it rocks. U-turn's okay.
Could also very comfortably be Earth Power into this matchup.
Yeah, it probably would be Special Lando.
Into Petch, right? Avalugg. I don't know if it would be, but it could be. You know what I mean?
Obviously, he's weaker into Woger there, but, like...
Yeah, that's
probably better to be stronger into Petron than it is into Ogerpon, I guess. This is how I see it, but... Yeah, not bad. Especially
either way.
I still think this team is good, though. I like this team a lot.
This is like a solid B for me.
Yeah, this is probably like top of B is what I was thinking. I think it's definitely better than Humante. Things like that. Nothing crazy. Again, pretty inoffensive team. There's definitely some defensive holes. And again, I am always a big guy of like spikes in Gen 9. And we only have one guy. And it's kind of like our guy that wants to attack with the
Your spiker wants to click Ivy, not spike.
Exactly. Plus, like, Petron is so good at just, like, being like, no, you can't remove hazards. So, not really being able to take advantage of that as well is kind of tough. I mean, like, Darkrai and Tropicus, like, also, like, love spikes. So, you could look at it from that perspective. Okay, it's Amel's turn. Where's Amel? Oh, right here.
Okay.
Palafin. We have
his second overall Palafin is crazy.
Yeah, dude, he really wanted to use it. It's Amel, dude. I see Amel and A12 in a very similar light, especially on Wi-Fi, where they're just like, I really want to fucking use this. Like, I'm really gonna...
Yeah,
I'm gonna draft it.
I do
Nobody
not
can
care.
stop. Yeah. Palafin, and then, like, round 2 Kyurem is also crazy. Terra Tinglu, which I know is another one. When he drafted, he's like, I really just want to use it. I was like, all right, man. Let's go.
Okay, here's another team that absolutely 6-0s Who's draft. Like, he pulls this matchup, lose.
The Kyurem is killing everything. The Kyurem Palafin.
Yeah.
Tinglu, Cinderace, which I'm a big Cinderace guy. Mimikyu, Amel might be the only person I've ever seen use Mimikyu well. So, well, I think it's a bad Pokemon. But, Vileplume, I think is a good, like, low-value budget pick. Corviknight, great U-turn guy, especially alongside, like, guys like Palafin and Kyurem, like, getting them in more. And then Big Lechonk, which is just, like, his, you know... Funny, I wanted to draft the 1-point guy and Terra him again, because especially like it's one Amel's like known for drafting that guy like twice in Wi-Fi. And it's like the one last ride, so like whatever.
Let's go.
I think this team is definitely better with Palafin, right? Like there's still like there's a lot of punch you in the face offense alongside Palafin, which is cool.
And
like Kyurem Cinderace
like,
is really strong.
You really want to run Terra Water into Cinderace Palafin, but the problem is both of them get momentum moves into Freeze Dry Kyurem, and that's the kind of punish that I'm talking about. Like. Damn, exactly. What are we supposed to do now?
That, or you have like Vileplume as like a kind of sturdiest resist to a lot of waters. You have what do you call it, Tinglu to set up 1 billion hazards for free, which is nice. It's kind of tough that we can't like spin away hazards on our side, but like we can defog pretty comfortably with Corvi, but obviously we want hazard stack with this kind of team, right? So not the end of the world, and we also have Core Change Race, so like we can remove hazards in a worst case scenario, but like. They don't want to very often, I suppose, is the way I see it. You have like okay,
probably just gonna see,
too, right?
You're gonna see a lot of Boots Kyurem on this team, Boots Cinderace, which is fine.
Yeah, just it kind of takes away a little bit of that versatility, but it's not bad. I think this is definitely a better Palafin team. I don't. Other than that, though, I mean, like I think the offense supports each other well. Good hazard stat, and you have like generally bulky Pokemon like Tinglu, Corviknight is good for similar reasons to like we were talking about Tinglu Scar, but like Corviknight.
Yeah, this is the better
Pokemon.
version.
Yeah, it's just a better Pokemon. So like it generally checks most of the game, which is nice. And then like your niche like Vileplume type guys for like some of the more high tier offensive guys, like your Valiants, punishing the Meowscarada if it's not pads or like forcing pads is actually really nice. Because then it doesn't do anything to Corviknight, which is nice. So Kyurem is kind of forced to be special every game. I mean, but yeah, that's the better Kyurem 90% of the time though, right? Like mixed is like okay sometimes, DD is like okay sometimes, but I mean like Freeze Dry, Earth Power, Ice Beam is unguardable, so you might as well have it, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like mid-B. You take a look. Oh yeah, this is probably like a B tier team. I don't think this is.
I do agree.
Yeah, this is like probably I'd say behind Jason is where I put it. But yeah. All right.
Fine.
Next up we have Necro Steven. I remember he has some silly stuff because he was in the Eevee Slowking Gliscor
yes.
Tarop Tinglu or Tarop Terratorn, which is like a really gross start, and then we get Tinglu, right? Really, really solid with this, right? Like great hazard stack along those two guys. Ogerpon Corner, who I'm very big on. I love that guy. I think he's so good. And I think he's good on this team too. Like secondary spiker, like lets Tinglu just be a rocker, right? And is really, really strong offensively. Grabs good momentum. Slowking, solid Pokemon, momentum guy, regen core. Rotom, spin blocker, really strong. Swalot gives you like the fairy check, or like the high tier fairy check because you don't really deal with them well. And Swalot isn't great at that. It's better than nothing, right? Like this team kind of got 6-0'd by Valiant otherwise. And then Beartic is like a fun, like chilly reception option, which is like maybe not like the best objective use of our points, but it's not bad, right? It's still kind of cool. You know, you click chilly reception, you click strong moves with Beartic. I think this team's really strong.
Yeah, this obviously checks all the boxes of like Torrenting, Lu balance kind of guy.
But you just get a Terapagos.
Yeah, you have your regen core, you have good removal, you have really good hazard setters. You have your spin block, which is like Rotom is low-key best in class. Like if you look at the relevant spinners,
you got it in round 6. Hell yeah.
This is a really, really fantastic team.
This might, in my mind, this might be the second S tier team.
I think so, yeah.
I think this is better than everything in A, personally. And again, like, the top 2 picks of your draft can carry pretty hard. And this one definitely does. Like, the rest is obviously good, right? Like, he drafted really well, considering these guys. Streaming Raps versus Clippers in Toronto, dude. That's huge, because Kurt's a big Clippers fan. Oh my god, he's gonna tweak, dude. That's sick. That's hella cool, actually. I'm totally down to go see the Clippers, too. But yeah, I think it's a really good team. It's very self-explanatory. He's got a broken top 2 and, like, supported them very well. Right. Good fighting resist too for the drop, which is cool. Next up is Shroom Raver. I forget which pool he's in. This one? Yeah, there it is. Valiant, Lando T, Metagross, Ogerpon, Glamora, Grimmsnarl, Drifblim, Lapras. Strong start with first 2, but I think we just kind of like drafted other things too early, and then that left the quality of Vermont to kind of fall off.
Yeah, round 3 Metagross is definitely a hot take. It's a good Pokemon, don't get me wrong. I really
you could even flip it around and say it's round 4, but I'm also just like because it's wheel, obviously. So like no, it's not. And this is objective round 3, yeah, because this is the wheel. Yeah. So that is
round 2, 3 wheel.
Yeah, that is definitely very early, and I'm sure there were some great things on the board still. Oh, there definitely was. Like I'm looking at the other round 2 picks after this, like Garchomp, Tinglu. Grand Royman obviously isn't the one. Hands, Dio Speed, Treads. Like,
no,
but even like looking at round 3.
The other way around. Round 3 is what you're looking at.
Oh, round 3? No, I'm saying like even like early like Landorus. Like you could have gotten like something instead of like Metagross. I guess no, you're right. Round 3. Yeah. There was one before. But still, I think like Lando is great. I'm a big Lando guy, but like as our second best Pokemon, it's a little tough in 2025. You know?
Yeah, and then like the Ogerpon Glamora is like, okay, Glamora's fine, but do we really need to make it Terra? Like, what does Terra Glamora bring to the table?
I think Terra Ogerpon is like okay if you have a good like a very like versatile secondary Terra Captain, which I don't know if Glamora is that. You know?
Yeah, and then like the Grimmsnarl is definitely on the weird side for me.
There's not really screens to like take advantage of on this team. Like Valiant doesn't need screens in my mind. And like the rest of the team isn't like super setup oriented. I guess you could say Ogerpon, Glamora maybe, kinda, not really. You know.
This feels very much like a worse version of Gravy's team, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Could Terra Metagross strong offense, I guess, but like, do you ever want to change Metagross' typing? That's why he's good. is like that psychic steel typing.
Now, sometimes you do, because you can get agility opportunities that you wouldn't otherwise. You can go Terra Electric, get that boost on Thunder Punch, break through some bulky waters, be immune to T-Wave. It's honestly a pretty useful Terra slot as a secondary Terra.
I've never seen it before, so that's curious, yeah.
I've seen it like one time, and like usually your other guy's Terraing, but having that option is always a little bit scary in the builder.
Oh yeah, for sure. Alright, next, we should probably rank this one though. I think this is probably a C-tier team, right? Like, probably, we say above D-Ray, behind Tony, around there, probably? Yeah, I think that's fine.
I'd probably put it above Tony.
Put it top of C, that's fine. Alright, next up.
Would I?
Yeah, I think Tony's a little bit better. I don't know. I also don't think it's that big of a difference. They're right next to each other.
Yeah.
Next up we have Keegan. Oh, Keegan, where is he at? He said this team was S tier. He was like, he said earlier, I'm okay with other teams being an S tier before me. So let's see. Let's see if Keegan's team is S tier. Right there. Tusk, Moon, Rachi, Enam. I like that start. Manaphy. I'm interesting to see, but it's not like the worst thing in the world. I think like as a water on this team, it's not terrible. Eel, good pivot. Swalot to help with like some fairy matchups, you know, gives you like a guaranteed resist to like Val. I guess it's cool. And then big Spidops, which I don't think Webs is actually the worst thing on this team, right? Like if you're spending 2 points on it. What do we think? L5. Gator's coming out
Just
now.
lost to Jolteon. Oh my god.
It does get 6-0'd by Terra Jolteon. D.
You don't even need to be Terra Fairy. Like, low key, just a base Jolteon will get the job done here. Like, look at it.
Maybe we could go like some kind of Jirachi or Eevee Eel, you know, and be like, okay.
Yeah, Calm Mind fodder, what can I say?
Oh yeah, so true. Calm Mind for sure wins.
What you need is a Scarf Tusk, Scarf Moon, or something like that.
Anyway, beyond the Jolteon matchup. Beyond the Jolteon.
Okay, let's expand our minds a little bit.
But you do get 6-0 by Jolteon.
Yeah, just throw that out there.
Just so
I mean, I have to imagine a similar problem is going to show up for Raging Bolt, although less so, funny enough.
Why do you think? Oh, just because it's not as fast, so you have like stronger.
Yeah, you get outsped by Tusk and Jirachi.
You can even go like
so
ground Enam, so you guarantee make sure you can like live a Thunderclap and just like hit it hard with some kind of specs attack. So I don't know if I'm capping. Something I think is really cool about Enam, not that Terra Stellar is good, because I'm not gonna say like Stellar is good in the sense of like sweeping, but like as like an opposing, like if there's a really annoying fat Terra guy, having Stellar is kind of a cool thing to like hit the other Terra guy really hard. Thoughts?
The catch-all, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's actually a kind of cool aspect. Now, for Bolt, that doesn't really work, right? Because you just get Thunderclap and you freaking die. But like in general, I think it's a cool aspect of the team. I'm also a big Enam Glazer. I think Enam's awesome. And I like it with Tusk and Moon. And Jirachi, too. I think top 4 is great here.
Yeah, objectively, these are good Pokemon, you know?
Top 4 is really good, and then I think just like the points of them all though kind of caught up. So like we need to get Manaphy Water, which isn't like bad. It's not gonna like tail glow and win every game like it used to, but like it can function as like an okay pivot. I think Eel is actually kind of slept on. I like it a lot. Gives the team like another like flying resist and like ground immunity, because your ground immunity right now is Enam. The team's ground checks being like Eel Spidops is a little tough. Swalot's a good value pick. I think this team is pretty good, though. I really like the top 4. I think it kind of carries it.
Yeah, this is an instant S tier for me.
A tier, but do you think this is S tier? I don't think this is S tier.
No, of course not.
Yeah,
of course not.
Of course not. No, I think A is fine. I'm trying to see who we put him in front of. Oh, dude, he's not watching, Keegan. You're good. But what do you call it? Is this in front of Leo? What's Leo's team look like? Is this in front of me? I think my team's better than Keegan's. I think my team's raw. # beast mode. Where is...
No bias.
No bias. # raw. I kind of like this more than Leo's. You think Leo's is better?
Oh, okay. So we just gonna disagree like that? Okay.
No. We can't do that. We can't do that. I don't know.
Okay, let's rock, paper, scissors. Let's rock, paper, scissors for... Okay, ready?
Rock, paper, scissors. What'd you put?
I was gonna ask you the same question.
What did you put, man? What did you
put? Rock.
Oh man, look, I showed on stream. I had paper up.
Ah,
Leo's
frick.
is way better. Ugh! But I already won rock, paper, scissors. So, sorry, man. Anyways, let's get
GG.
GG. All right, we have Jonathan Jr.'s team. I know he had second pick somewhere. Dude. Okay, so I always use Glitch as like the background music during streams, like the lo-fi remix that she has like constantly streaming. It makes me so mad when this stupid fucking Animal Crossing remix comes up and just Animal Crossing noises over a lo-fi beat. It drives me crazy. I hate it so much. It's terrible.
No, hate is a strong word.
Yeah, that's why I'm using it, because I feel very strongly about this. I hate it. Where the fuck is John?
Buddy.
Dude, where is John? Am I stupid? Oh, he's third. I
Right
thought he was
there.
second. So we have a really early Bolt, but Bolt's a good Pokemon, so it's like the end of the world. Sneasler, really early. I feel like this is a team that just drafted a lot of guys really early. Oh, wait, never mind. We're kind of getting into a low quality of Pokemon. I like Landers in the last round. So he's a good, strong offensive breaker with a team like this. I'm not here for sinking 15 points on Wellspring, and I think that kind of led to like these three middle guys just being like nothing Pokemon. I don't know what Granbull
This team
does.
needs a Granbull.
It always needs a Granbull. This team needs one.
Actually, could have had a Dark Rise.
No, I think Whimsicott's very good in VGC. Granbull, yeah, I don't know. Granbull's tough. Leavanny also isn't like a very good Pokemon. I do think like having like the low tier webs option with Landers is kind of cool, dude. When fucking in Bubby League, when Joey got webs into like Jason's no removal team, Landers immediately just won the game. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nuts. Now, obviously, it did dodge for Ruination, which means it wasn't going to be in range of Jet. But like in theory, that Pokemon smoked, right? Like when it actually is fast and
people
everything,
only
it's
remember
really
the
strong.
results.
Yeah, and Raging Bolt under webs is actually low-key interesting too, because like 75 base speed, you have to speed a lot of things under webs, right?
Yeah.
So I think that aspect is cool. I think it was a really early Sableye. I'm not quite sure what the vision on Granbull was. I guess like fighting resist is the idea. But like yeah, Sableye. I don't know. I'm not too big on
It's
this
kinda
team.
like-
What do you think?
I can see why we've drafted all these Pokemon. Like, it somewhat makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, it's still not my favorite. Like, you could have done quite a bit better, especially
think
given
it's-
what was available on the...
Yeah, I think it's like what we drafted early too. Just kind of set us behind. Like these Pokemon are good, but like we drafted
kinda
a really
feels
early
like-
Sneasler.
It feels like you got Raging Bolt, and then you're like, okay, everyone else draft, I'll pick from the leftovers. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like non-Terra Ogerpon is also just a big point sink for me. Like I'm not super big on that guy.
A little bit of a stinker.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were the Granbull team. No, I don't know. Yeah, this one definitely isn't one of my favorite. I don't know if I'd quite put in D tier, but I think bare minimum it's probably bottom of C.
No, D would be low.
Yeah, I think bottom of C is fine. I think I'd even like maybe it's better than Kayshawn's, but what is Kayshawn's team again? Is he right here? I need to see. Oh my gosh, there it is. Grand Champ. This team at least John's team has like a round one pick is my thing. I think I'll put John over Kayshawn, personally. I think both teans
That's
are a
fine
little
with me.
underwhelming. Like they aren't like offensively bad, but like making E tier. That's crazy. The E tier would be for Eevee team. All right, you know we can make an E tier. It'll be Eevee team. Don't let John see this rank. We're not being rude. Hold on, we're making an Eevee.
Can I be rude?
No, to me, you already are. Eevee. There you go. There's the E tier. Eevee tier.
Oh, I get it.
Ew.
I get it.
All right, next up we have Liv. I think T-Rich has drafted this team. This team is a worse version of Vepsis' team, actually. It's like the way I look at it. It is Terratorn, Treads. It's not like that, and that doesn't mean it's bad. I just think Vepsis is really good. What the who?
Actually, what the who?
Torn-T, Treads, Aloe, Cyclozar, Dragonite, Whimsicott, Overqwil, Minior. I want to hear your thoughts on this, because like, is Cyclozar needed on this team when you have Treads? And you also have like.
I mean, it feels like
What does it
the
do?
answer obviously is no.
Yeah.
It becomes like a mini Torn T.
But you have
also
Torn-T.
you have Treads
Yeah,
and
just
you have
spin.
Torn. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, its two roles are covered by these guys by like simply existing. I don't think we need this guy. I'm a big fan of Dragonite. I'm always here for a Dragonite drafted. I'm not quite sure the vision on Whimsicott. Overqwil's a good spiker. I like this guy a lot personally. I think like
Whimsicott is there because Aloe allows setup and you can prankster encore a lot of guys. So
I
that's
guess
like
it's
the
true. Yeah,
theory
you want a good
behind it.
encore guy with a fatter team like this. I think like
You also
maybe
have
like
screens into Dragonite, which like nothing else on the team provides. So Whimsicott's actually a pretty good pick here, I think.
it gets one
all
screen.
things
It doesn't get
considered.
screens. It gets one screen.
Ah, frick.
I think it just gets light screen. It does not get dual screens. I feel like I'd run that in VGC more. I think like maybe no Cyclozar and like getting a couple more points out of Minior and like getting like some kind of like mid-tier like punch in the face guy would be kind of cool. Yeah, yes. Who just said it right after I said yeah? These teams want a stronger breaker. Yeah, like the only breaker I guess is like theoretical like offensive Tauren matchup, which isn't all of them, and like.
Wait, that's what the Life Orb Cyclozar is for. Oh,
dude, true. But
he really
personally, I feel like we
everything.
could have done better than that. You know, like I don't know. Again, like if you downgrade Minior to like a 1-pointer because it's a Minior, right? It's not very good, and you get like 11 points for a breaker. There has to be something like in here or in here that, or like even in here that might just be better as a Pokemon to like kind of punch something in the face. Shift Gear Cycles are here to save the day. I don't think so. In week 1 of DFL, I played Life Orb Cyclozar, and I kept playing it all week in mocks. It wasn't just like they brought in the thing and it was a good bring. No, I was getting my ass beat all week by offensive Cyclozar. He was really annoying in that team. So there's matchups where it can be offensive, but I wouldn't say it's like good. This is probably like a
Hisui and Zoroark on there, like Loki. That would go hard.
I think this is probably like a C tier team, like a little bit higher, probably like right here, maybe a little bit higher because the defensive core is really good.
I'd put it higher.
Like, yeah, maybe top of C is what I'm thinking. I think it's I'd probably rather use this than like Raver's team or Tony's team or anything like that. But I'd also probably rather use J Ricky's by quite a large margin than Liv's team.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Next up, we have Ant. Wow, this is going to be a really familiar core.
Booyah!
So, we have once again, I think this is the second of 3 of them. Meowscarada, Landers, Keldeo with Terra, Corvi, Aloe, Hoopa Unbound with Terra, which I think is a really fun secondary Terra Captain. I love that guy. Carbink, and then Victory Bell. Victory Bell was his heat check pick. He was very excited about this. We tried to tell him no. We tried our hardest. And he said no.
Yes.
Terra Ogerpon. Don't worry, guys. He does not play a Terra Ogerpon in pools, so we don't have to bring Victory Bell. Which, to be fair, this team is like this team is stupid weak to Terra Ogerpon water. To be fair, so like you know what?
Yeah.
Valid. He looked at the calcs and he determined that they were good. I didn't look at the calcs because I thought it was dumb, but he looked at them. But yeah, I mean, good team, right? Like Corvial is like that super demon balance core to just kind of flip and U-turn, get into Keld Meow all the time. This is also the fabled pick 1. Round 1 Meowscarada, which finally happened. But I think this is strong. Hoopa gives you that big punch in the face breaker too. Right? Oh yeah, he should. I mean, yeah. Objectively, the pick was Val, but like considering like he got Meow, I think it's a really good Meow team. I'm curious as to what you think because he actually got the mirror in one of his pool games, and he plays Ellie. Which Meow Keld Lando team do you think is better? Ant is convinced it's the other one. I think his team is at bare minimum very close to it. Maybe it could be just like the bias of secondary Terra Captain Hoopa. I love that guy, but
see, I think this team is much more well defined in what it's really, really good at, which is Volt turn into your offense, right? Keldeo or Hoopa, either one. Like both of them are completely unguardable threats. Meowscarada, one of the best revenge killers ever. Like, this is like the Volt turn bulky offense. Like,
yeah, I guess Cerulege is definitely better, J-Bear, but like, I do agree. This team's just like, it feels like it flows a lot better. Like the
it's
play
like you can always come
defined.
up with a very easy game plan versus anything, and like it's hard to stop that. Like, what are you supposed to do? Because like, okay, Aloe is the best momentum generator ever. And then right behind that is like Corv and
Lando.
Meow and Lando. Like all 4 of them are so efficient at getting free turns into your breaker.
Yeah, Keldeo, or again like the random like scarf for banded Hoopa, right? Especially if you like force in fat, dude. Hoopa is so slept on. I love that guy. I think he's really, really strong. And like you have like the low tier Garbink and like Victory Bells like matchup fishes into potentially annoying Pokemon like Darkrai, like Terrible Repom, which is really strong into this team, to be honest with you. So like you kind of like patch up some of those awkward matchups pretty well. And then like Core of Aloe kind of just like naturally check 90% of the game, right?
Yeah, if you kind of think back to like some of the older stuff, like from last year, maybe a year before that, you saw a little bit of a rise of like the 2-mon hyper good defensive core. And that's kind of what you get from Core of Aloe, or like sure electric types, right? But that's what Lando T is there for.
Yeah.
Meowscarada, I mean even Hoopa like can check pretty much any electric type there is.
Okay,
So
with an AV,
it's
that
not really
guy's
too
literally
weak.
like on like that guy's like you can't break him with a special attack unless you got bug buzz and your shit. By the way, Drop Ghost learns bug buzz. Fun fact for anybody playing these stupid fun fact for anybody playing Ant. That guy's crazy. I remember I was mocking for seasonal one time, and I took 80% when I was AV from a bug buzz, and I almost threw my mouse.
Yeah, but Tarap is just walled out by Corviknight Aloe. Like, there's nothing that you can really do to those
you
Pokemon.
perma flip turn, Keldeo, and win. Like, yeah, no, for sure. So I think this team is also another S tier team. I personally like it more than Ellie's. I think this is a better Meow Keld like Lando team, personally. That's
it's like a little bit matchup dependent. Like they're both really good teams,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously I'm biased towards the Meowscarada, Lando, Keldeo teams. I think they're just really, really good by default. But yeah, I like this one.
Yeah, I think like you could interchange these two pretty consistently, but I do think like out of this top three, these two are better. Get Goob, Jayberry, let's go.
Goobed.
Which is fun too, because this is one of the matchups too. Like two really good mirror teams playing each other is pretty funny. Next up we have Dashing, and I played this one in pools. It is Great Tusk, again, one of the other hard Sun offense teams. 2 of the 5 teams remaining are Sun Hyper offense, or not Sun Hyper offense, but Sun offense. Great Tusk, Goldango, Terra Wake, which is good. Rabombi for like a webs aspect, not terrible. Terra Dio, which I think is a fun one too. Ninetales, maybe not the best. And honestly, I'd probably rather have Ninetales than Torkoal, especially when you have a Great Tusk.
Yeah, Ninetales is broken.
Zarude, which is an interesting one, but like technically benefits from Sun and is strong. And then Arbok, just kind of like matchup fishy poison type low tier guy, pretty cool. But yeah, I think this team is pretty strong. I'm not the biggest on guys like Rabombi, to be honest with you. I think
I think it makes sense here.
Yeah, I guess like it helps like the Specs Wake matchups, right? Where like you can go like Specs.
Yeah. So what I think the main strength of this team is obviously Specs Wake plus Webs plus Goldango Hazard Block, or like removal blocking with like Deoxys layers. Like that combination feels so oppressive in the builder. And like, what are you really supposed to do about that?
Spam boots
besides
and
like
get you KO'd on everything. Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're Boots,
yeah,
I mean, you're
then
not
you're not
Scarf.
taking wakes. Yeah, and you're also not AV for the wake. It's probably gonna punch you in the face.
Not only that, you get free Protosynthesis on your Great Tusk, which is really good on any Great Tusk set, right? And then I think this is actually a really cool application of normal Zarude, because Terra Zarude was banned in this tournament. I mean,
Shut up!
But like,
Yeah.
but in terms of like offensive normal Zarude, like Solar Blade in the Sun is such a strong move, and you can run Choice Band on a team like this very comfortably. So like, I think that sort of thing is really cool, right?
And being able to leverage the healing wish on it. Just originally I was kind of like, Torkoal sets up Sun more and better often, but like Ninetales with
That's
like,
just not true as
healing
well.
wish,
Like
yeah.
Ninetales is a better setter, especially with Baton Pass allowed, right? Dry Pass is allowed here.
Yeah.
So Ninetales is just a better Pokemon than Torkoal straight up.
Yeah. No,
And it's also like
100%
often a pretty good offensive piece in its own right. Like
Fire moves
Specs
in the sun are
Ninetales
strong, yeah.
can take names.
Or
But
just
usually
like,
you're just gonna
or
see
just
Heat
like,
Rock.
again, you could also go full Kaif and just click a silly little hypnosis and 60%
Just
of
a
the
little
time, you'll fuck
hypnosis.
someone over. Yeah. 60% of the time you just screw someone over.
I actually think this is probably about as good of a Sun team as you can expect, considering there's no like Roaring Moon on.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure. And isn't this, you know what's really funny is Moon did go undrafted though. So like
I know.
there is
Like,
a way that we could rearrange this team and get a Moon on it and it would have been demonic. But obviously you
but I'm
probably,
actually
like, lose out
pretty
on
happy
moves.
with this.
Yeah. No, it's a good one. I think this is definitely like an A tier team.
Okay, it gets outpaced by other chlorophyll users, but like
How many of
who's
those are
drafting
there?
chlorophyll users without
They
their
don't
own
have sun.
sun?
Yeah, so
right?
the mirror one is a little annoying. Like if you play like opposing
The
Venusaur,
Venusaurs,
but then you
right.
also have like Spadef Deoxys. Like so who cares?
Yeah, like
And it'll
Deoxys
just
completely
wall
walls that out. Goldango kind of walls it, sort of.
At least forces
Right.
into awkward turns, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's Pocket Scofill and True.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely think this team, and again, as someone who built for it, I actually did like struggle with a lot of different like variants of this in like mock stuff like that. Leafeon on the Eevee team. True. Unfortunately, so as someone, I'm gonna be honest with you, gang, as someone who has a Leafeon and has a matchup against this, offensive Leafeon, not that good into this team. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He has a lot of options into Leafeon.
It's like there's a Zarude or a Goldango or something. I don't know.
X-Scissor, knockoff, Leaf Blade, Swords Dance.
Oh.
Shut up. Who cares if it doesn't OHKO literally anything at +2? Yeah, I think this is definitely like an A-tier team. I don't know. I think it's probably better than Keegan. Is it better than my team? I built for it. Let's see. It might be better than my team, to be honest with you. What do you think? I'm also biased towards my team. I think my team is #beast mode.
Yeah, this is your own stream.
Dude,
Stand up for yourself.
Dude, true. We'll go a second. We'll put myself behind. I think it's close enough. It's me. Fight back, please. All right. Next up, we have J-Bear. Time to shit on J-Bear.
Oh yes,
I didn't even know what he
segment.
drafted. Torn, Roaring Moon, Metagross, Gliscor, Quack, Rotom, Fez, Blossom. This seems good. It's interesting. I haven't seen this combination of Pokemon before, really. I can't really like...
It's another one of those like regular Gliscor plus Rotom things and Roaring Moon. Like we saw this from J. Ricky. I wasn't as big of a fan as like maybe I could be. Here, I think this might be a little bit better just because Terratorn is broken.
Yeah.
And Metagross is good.
I like Metagross with Roaring Moon a lot. I like Metagross with Roaring Moon a lot too. Like it's a good combo. Quack also gives you like that like other like Mickey setup like win option too.
Quack is so good.
Yeah, screens Rotom option. Fez is a great pivot. Quack can pivot well. Gliscor can pivot well. Roaring Moon U-turns forever. I think this seems pretty strong. Like it has very like clear defined win paths into like every kind of style I can think of.
Yeah, it feels less reliant on like Gliscor to wall things out because you can definitely go for an offensive game plan here. Keep the game short. Go Nasty Torn, like Scarf Moon or something. Maybe Booster, Agility Metagross. Like you could set up spam with a Quick Wobble. Maybe Screens Rotom. Like it's really hard to stop all that.
Yeah, and I think as much of a Fez hater as I am, I think it actually does fit well on this team. Pretty darn well.
Fez and Drippity.
Fez and Drippity.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Darkrai check. It's the
a lot of the annoying guys at the top.
check.
And can it like soft check non-banded Meow too? Or like I'm sure banded
It can.
Axel like smokes you, but like
Well, yeah, but then you put a helmet on there, and it's like okay,
yeah. And
you're
now you've
trading
taken 40%,
Meow.
and also I got up rocks. You know, yeah.
Like
sure.
triple Axel into helmet, you like one hit KO yourself.
Because you
back
have
of
to
it
click
to
it
a
twice still, so it's 5 helmet turns plus like a hazard. You're probably dead, and then you go into Scarf Moon and just U-turn. So yeah, he's pretty. And again, that means he just checks all of the top tier guys pretty darn well. Because otherwise, actually, Meow kind of demolished him, ruined his entire day. You can Terratorn into kind of beating it, maybe, or at least like checking it.
You can Terratorn into not being particularly weak into it. Not exactly a Meow
but you can still
at any time
struggle.
though.
Yeah, for sure. All right. I think this is definitely probably like I think this is definitely an A tier team. It's just a matter of where in A. I think it's better than Gravy. I think it's better than Uzi. I think it's a better Torn team than Vepsis' team. Maybe by like only a little bit.
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, Vepsis definitely leans more on like that fat, annoying, like Torn, like hard balance.
Yeah.
I think I do. Maybe it could be personal bias in how I play because I don't play with these super fat teams very often. I do kind of lean in J-Bear's direction for that. Maybe it's just like I'd rather use J-Bear's team than Vepsis' team kind of thing.
That's fine, yeah.
All right, next up we have Kurt. Wow, this is going to be a really familiar, what do you call it? Really familiar combo here. Instead of there's no Lando, it's Garchomp. Garchomp, Meow, killed. Tentacruel, Clef, Appleton, Electabuzz, and another Terrahoopa. Terrahoopa killed, so after twice. Let's go. So my thing with Kurt, and I talked about this too, he got a couple of like tough snipes, in particular in like the steel type department. Like he was gonna get a steal in either Tinkaton or Scizor, like this technical round. And I know they got sniped, and I think he kind of panicked and kind of lost the plot a little bit on like the latter half of this draft. Clef is good, right? Like Clef is like your Healing Wish guy on this team, but I think there are definitely better ones. Tentacruel, Like, I'm wondering, did Aloe go at this point? Hashtag
Aloe went round 5.
Yeah, I think Aloe is just a better pick there than Tentacruel, right?
It could have been, yeah.
And we have Clef, but Clef is like still good. Tentacruel's like okay, technically gives him spin and like a fairy check and things like that, which his top 3 are very fairy weak, which is good. Appleton, Electabuzz, I think he got those because he knew that he was just gonna get Hoopa at the end, and that was the guy he wanted at the end.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's just maybe it's that like on these, maybe I'm also comparing it more to the other Meowkeld teams. The top 5 feels a lot more underwhelming than the other teams' top 5s, and he was in a similar draft position to those teams.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So
like Clefable,
like,
from my experience, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great.
What it used to be.
Back in my day.
Back in my day. So, in Omega
like you look at
Ruby
an ORAS replay, and you see Clefable just actually just turn into God mode. And,
and then
but then you look at SV and it's like, oh, everything's doing 55%. Love that for you.
Or like, or you could be like, dude, the funny thing was like with Terra, it's funny because like you could be like Spadef and like their check, special threat, and then like the physically offensive fighting type, Terra fightings in close combats, and fucking 2-hit KOs Clef. It is the craziest thing. Like, again, you know those means like if you said this sentence to a Victorian child, they die. If you said these sentences to ORAS players in current gen, they die. They just like keel over. Clefable being 2-hit KO by every close combat with Terra fighting is just like kind of the I don't know. I'm not big on Clef.
They'd say, didn't you know it turned into a fairy type?
Yeah.
Are you stuck in black white? Hello?
Hello, it's been a couple years.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Curse is definitely the weakest, unfortunately, of these 3 teams. I definitely don't think it's bad, right? I think these top 3 is a great start. I like Terra Hoopa. Clef is still serviceable. I'm more of a Tentacruel fan than most people. Clef becomes immediately whacked by Gen 7 for this reason. Yeah, Z moves. Oh no. Z moves, fun fact, Z moves were made specifically to say fuck you, Keldeo. Or fuck you, Clefable. I think this is definitely a B tier team. Like, it's a pretty big fall off from the other Keld Meowscarada teams. It's just a matter of where. I'd say, like, maybe, like, in this Humante range. I definitely prefer... It's probably better than Amels, too, to be fair.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think Jason's... You could make an argument, but yeah, I think this is definitely a B-tier team. The gen that ruined everything. Oh, my God.
So
true.
True.
A great Grand Check. I mean, kinda. It just doesn't recover anything. You, like, have technical coverage and extrasensory. It doesn't, like, super threaten you immediately, either. Like... It's like, okay, Eevee tier is criminal. Hey, Eevee tier is better than F tier. You got an Eevee tier. That is better than somebody said we should make an E tier, so we made an Eevee one just for you. We were talking. You're the first team that we ranked, and you know how cool it'd be if you made brackets. That'd be the funniest shit ever. That's like basically winning the tournament if you can make brackets with the Eevee team. So make an Owen tier. Yeah, me at the top. And I'm putting it above S.
An Owen tier, more like Owen 3 out in pools.
Nuh-uh. Yeah, and in that tier goes the Eevee team. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Next up we have Nexus. And speaking of like going from Eevee team to like what Nexus got, it's very funny because it might have been a direct result of there being an Eevee team. Who's to say though? Where is it? Atticus? Am I stupid? No, it's not even the Eevee. This isn't the Eevee pool. I hate Atticus pool. There was another pool with mono Eevees that didn't let this happen, and you guys let this happen. So I'm at Worlds. I don't have time to make me feel stuff. I'm gonna do my best. Oh no, you're good. Yeah, we're just messing around.
Yeah, have a good time, man.
Yeah, have fun. I'm very. Dude, you gotta cop one of those. The baseball jerseys are the coolest fucking Pokemon marks I've ever seen in my life. I want those jerseys so bad. They're raw. But yeah, Nexus got Valbolt. Chat. Nexus is also at Worlds right now. He popped in earlier to say, hey, is my team broken? We're like, yeah. And he was like, facts. And then left.
Yeah, like...
Yeah. I mean, what do you do?
This is a solid-ass team.
Yeah, it's really good. And, like, people were joking about Concursion. Dude, this guy's low-key super raw on this team. Like, even if it's just to sack it and get up terrain, like, my Bolt now kills everything with Thunderbolt. My Valiant now gets a free booster plus an item, potentially. My Crown gets a free booster plus an item. Like... I know you have Landorus is one of the best pivots around. Carbink is like, again, your 3-point matchup fish guy. Sinistra, spin block, I guess. Ground check on top of Landorus, not bad. Like, dude, yeah, Rising Voltage Bolt sounds so funny. That has to kill every Pokemon, right? Like, that kills ground types, surely. Like, I don't know.
I get it.
Like, the other teams are probably, like, structurally potentially better, but, like, this alone happening, plus the rest of the team being bare minimum good, makes this an S tier team. Probably at the top of it, right? I could be over glazing, but, like, Val Terrorbolt, like, this is
like
the
we were
type of
talking
greed
about,
they talk
like,
about in
the
the
aura
Bible.
check.
What'd you say?
We were talking about aura check earlier. This team just has it.
Yeah, it's just quality
You know
of
what I mean?
Pokemon. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, man, it's just crazy.
Zip it
Zip
up when you're done.
Nah, I'll wipe my
leave it
mouth too. Dude, this is crazy though, dude. I don't know. I think this is probably top S. I don't think we need to discuss it too much. I think Picurchin's cool. People were kind of shitting on that one, but I think it's cool. Hasn't it done well on the? Has that DCL team done well? The K-Crick one. I watched one of the games.
It has done well, yeah.
It's like Paradox spam plus Pincurchin, right? It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I could check the exact record in a sec.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I definitely think it's really strong. This is, it kind of goes without saying that you get Valiant Bolt, and plus like a top 3 pivot in the game, and Landers third, and you know, other good role players. It's pretty nuts, you know. Like,
yeah, it's 3-1, the similar like Paradox spam kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also with Sinistra, Valiant,
I know Harris helped him
Lando
draft.
T.
Yeah, I know Harris helped him draft. Is Harris playing DCL / on that team? That'd be very funny.
He's not on that team, but he is playing DCL.
I wonder if he saw that and he's like, hold on.
Yeah, let me click.
Hey, K-Crick's team also doesn't have a Terra Raging Bolt, I assume. So, yippee!
Yeah, like, this is a good use case for Tentacruel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is the sort of team where, like, yes, Tentacruel, I'm down with this.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely a very, very strong one. And again, it also feels very versatile on, like, the type of team you can bring. And then lastly, we have Davion. Yet another Sun team, another team in my pool. And we'll talk about the pools and give our quick predictions for them afterwards, too. Where is Davion?
Are we doing a pool stream?
No, we're not doing a pool stream. Yeah, pool stream.
Please,
I actually have the inflatable on the
please.
ground below me. I'm gonna jump in and start splish splashing. Davion. So Davion got Tusk into Cinderace, Wake. One thing I really like about this team, I haven't actually built for this one yet, but just in looking at it, some of the offense feels so overwhelming on this team. Like, it feels
this
really,
team
really
is breaking.
Yeah, like Tusk, Cinderace, Wake, very strong. I think Venusaur also seems really strong too.
Yep.
As like a secondary Terra captain. Or even just as, like, you know, I have the Terra option on it. I'm just bringing, like, Life Orb 3 plus either Growth or Sleep Powder. Super annoying. Like, Sleep Powder in general is also annoying because, like, maybe something checks you and doesn't get 3 KO'd. What if I just put it to sleep? You know? And your sleep guys can't switch. Your sleep blocking guys can't switch into Venusaur because you get killed by Sludge Bomb from full. You know? Like, really, really annoying. Ninetales, good momentum. I think Empoleon's a good water on a team like this. Like, a good secondary water and, like, rocker on this team. Brambleghast is a bit odd, and Bombardier is maybe a terrible Pokemon, so like that's a little bit of a downside. You know what beats Terravenu? Terra Flying, Max Spadef, Geo? It might, but what if they get up rocks?
What if they just click Hydro Steam and, like, first off, you're not one-shotting
Wake Venu. Oh yeah. I guess I'm not doing anything back. But what if I click Inferno and burn them and do a lot of damage?
Ooh. Big.
But yeah, so, I think Bramble's like okay, and then like I think Bombardier is another thing Pokemon, but like top 6 are so strong here.
Yeah, the main problem I see here is like you lose to every ground type in the game, which is like a little bit rough.
There's no immunities besides Bombardier, which is a little tough. And then you're bringing Bombardier.
Yeah, you have a lot of offense to make up for it. Where it's like, it's probably usable, but again, that defensive pull, like, very easy to take advantage of.
You have to win the sack game, basically, right? And it might force some more Fizdef Tusks into, like, other Tusks and shit like that. But, like, it's also, once the ground kills something, you have Terra Wake, and you have Venusaur to probably just OHKO them back, right? So...
But it's also, like, if you look at, for example, a Tanglu versus this team, that's getting 2 Pokemon minimum. Just on its own.
Yeah, I mean potentially, but like Tusk does kind of handle that pretty decently, right? And you also have like the options of like Cinder or like a Cinder Willowing them and things like that too. Like it's not like
they're not helpless. Yeah,
it's not like the it's not like he has well-defined ground counterplay because he doesn't, but like he also just
like, check out the Lando Eye matchup. Lando Eye.
Okay, well yeah, maybe that kills every
Balloon
Pokemon.
and Polion, right?
This matchup is why they took Rock Polish away from Lando.
Literally.
It would literally just win the game. Like, everything would be dead.
Dude, imagine Terra Double Dance Lando T if they didn't give it, or if they didn't take away Rock Polish. Like, sure, take knockoff, I don't care, but Rock Polish, man.
Please let him go fast.
We were
please
this
let him
close to
SD.
greatness.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this team's pretty strong, though. I think the Dashing team is definitely a better Sun team, but I think this one's still strong. To where I'd still probably put this in A tier. Probably, I'd say, like, ahead of Uzi behind Veps. This is where I'd put this team. It's definitely, like, balls to the walls, Sun hyper offense. And I think it's better than, like, Dashing's team offensively. But it is very liable to, like, either smoke or be smoked. Right?
He said balls.
Haha. Anyways, but yeah, I think this is about a perfect tier list. Or I think it's about as good as you can get. Maybe, like, barring a few things. I think this is a pretty good one. Looks like a super fun tournament with a bunch of stat coaches. Best of luck to everybody. Yeah, thank you, man. It'll be fun. We've already had games start playing. I know some people are already planning on uploading games this weekend. So before we do that, I do want to take... I'm on the copy, right? Cool. I've deleted all of the results for the games that have happened, and we're real quick going to, like, roll through here. This won't take us very long. We're going to roll through here and kind of pick our two coaches to make it out of pools. I'll start for Alphanautic. Oh?
Let me open up the main doc so I can get my Preds right.
Yeah, true. Who's already won the first game. Okay, go.
No, there's not that many games played.
Yeah, there's actually only been like 5. No pool has more than 2 games played, I think.
Yeah.
I think actually each pool only has 1, like at most. But regardless, this will be like a little bit of like, not in like a mean way, but like partly based on how good their teams are, but also partly based on like player skill and things like that, who I think will like make it on.
We're just doing some aura checking here.
Yeah. We'll refer back to the tier list too if like a team is like way higher than the other and things like that, like whatever. But for the first pool, my pick personally is going to be Keegan J. Ricky. I think their teams are pretty marginally like just kind of better than the other 2 teams in the pool, both sitting in C tier. They're both, while J. Ricky is in B, Keegan's in A. Plus they're good players who have had good, yeah. Okay, so technically, we weren't going to get this into it. Technically, if you go 2-1 and make it out, or if you go 2-1, even if you're not second in your pool, you do make it out. There'll just be a play-in afterwards. But we're just going to pick our top 2 for simplicity reasons, right? Because I'm also not going to be like, this person's going to go 0-3 and everybody else is going to make it out.
Simplicity.
Huh?
I love simplicity. It's so simple.
Yeah, me too. that is what it is. 3 S tiers in the second pool. Yeah, that is low-key fucking crazy, by the way. But yeah, I think this is Keegan J. Ricky. Do you have any dispute on these 2 on this pool?
I think Liv could definitely make it out. D-Ray, I'm a little bit less confident in, sadly.
Yeah, I think Liv definitely has a chance because it's like a very fat, annoying team. But
yeah, I mean, I look at the Annihilate matchups and I'm like really not that impressed. So like,
it's just not
Annihilate.
Yeah.
There's
lots of
like guy.
There's a lot of deterrence for it. Like you have like Encore on this one. You have. I don't want to. I held Keegan Bill, and I know they play soon, so I don't even want to say what Keegan's counterplay is. And then on J. Ricky, you can kind of just punch through with offense. To be honest with you, it is a good drop check, which is kind of annoying for J. Ricky. So, next up is Artisan, which is funny because, like Ant said, there are 3 of her S tier drafts all in one pool. And just happened to work out that way. I unfortunately, and it's crazy too, because like Leo's team is really good too. It's an A tier draft. I think this is like the most wide open pool. I could see literally any of these 4 coaches making it out.
The pool of death. Oh
yeah,
my God.
this is for sure like this is the one I'm most excited to like watch games from because I think literally any of them can win any of the matchups. We have a really demon mirror here. Leo's team is really well constructed, even though it's not S tier, and Nexus has like Valiant Bolt. I want to say Nexus has been playing well recently. I want to say Nexus makes it out with this, right? Like he's gotta. And then from here, I do want to say it's probably one of these Meow teams. I know like Leo's a good player. And I know he just came off a recent championship and things like that. I think the other teams are all just so good in this pool. It's kind of hard to like justify it. I think whoever wins this will be my prediction. Nexus will make it out. Whoever wins this mirror will make it out.
I think that's probably fair enough. Yeah, I think Leo's team is a little bit weak to Terra Ghost Keldeo, where like you can just vacuum wave Gren and then everything else is dead to like Surf and Terra Blast.
Yeah.
You know, so like if he can figure out how to beat that set, he'll have like a decent chance versus the Keldeo teams, but I don't see a lot of options for him, sadly.
Yeah, again, good team. He just got put in the pool of death. I think like
Yeah.
this is crazy.
I'm not
Like,
saying I'm not gonna write him off.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
You
think
know?
he's definitely good enough. I think like on player skill alone, he's very much.
I'm
so,
also
like, contention.
not sure Nexus is exactly 100% lock either,
Mhm.
but like Keldeo Sinistra or like Sinistra plus Tentacruel in the Keldeo matchup, and also you have Bolt Valiant. It's pretty much as good as you can ask for in terms of a matchup fish.
Exactly.
So I would expect him to make it out, but it's not guaranteed.
And again,
at all.
that's just like that's just predictions. I think literally anybody can make it out of this pool. I would not be surprised regardless. This is the one I'm like least confident my guesses, but I'm just gonna go Valiant or this team because it's broken and like you said, it does actually match up pretty well into the other two like mirror teams, and then whoever wins this mirror is who's gonna make it out in my mind. Cascarafa. Another pretty.
What
strong
are these
pool.
names, by the way?
They're the names of the gym towns in Scarlet and Violet.
Wow.
You don't remember the cipher line? The fucking I forget who did it, but I'll be several levels.
See, you don't remember it either.
Cascarafa, dude, it's a
Nah,
town. It's
that
a
went
town
right
with a
over
lot of
my
levels
head.
to it. You get 6-0. All right.
Straight over my head. Yep.
Several levels above your head, like Cascarafa. We have Amel, Tone, Mountay, Dell. I think Mountay makes it out just because full Mountay Glades. I think he's he's top 2 in this tournament, like player skill wise. So he probably makes it out, right? Like
top 2 and he ain't number 2.
Oh yeah. Fuck you, who? I think. Well, yeah, I'd say like Mountay and Who are probably our best 2 players in this tournament, and I think on that alone he makes it out. We have double Palafin in this pool. Plus Dell. I think Dell's team just isn't good enough to keep up. Plus like the really strong coach pool that he has in like Mountay, Amel, and Tone. I think Dell unfortunately drowns in pools. I think Mountay makes it out, and I lean Amel on the fact that I think that his Palafin team is just better. I heard that good. That was the point of me leaning into my microphone.
Oh, so like, Amel and Tone versus Dell. I mean, all you gotta do is run some like bulk up Citrus Acrobatics Palafin, and it will win the game on turn 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And he's got to play it twice. Dell got a pool of death, man. His team like isn't like unplayable, but it's definitely like not one of the best. And yeah, he got some tough matchups, man.
Wait.
Like even look at Terra Bolt into his team, like with no ground.
GGE. Go
Yeah,
next.
Terra Electric is like really strong here. Just like vaulting forever. Terra Fairy is really strong here to like blow up the Iron Hands. Obviously, like Scizor is annoying, but like you have a Corviknight. Like who cares, you know? Like
whole ass Corviknight, whole ass Quaquaval.
Plus, also Bullet Punch, unless that shit's banded, it's not doing that much to Raging Bolt from full. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, like, that is a Raging Bolt. So I think Dell, has a really tough one. I think it is gonna come down to, again, it could be another one of those where like Mountay makes it out. Dell, like, if Dell can sneak one off these guys, it makes the pool a lot more interesting. But, like, it could come down to either Amel Tone, like, Palafin Mirror, or if both of these guys, like, if one of these guys can beat Mountay, if they all go 3-1, I could totally see this being a 3-1 pool. Like, a 3 coach get out pool. With, like, 2-1s and a 3-0 kind of thing, or 3 2-1s, I guess, is how you do that.
You give me Mountay and give me Amel.
Yeah, I lean Amel too, because I think Amel's team is just better than Tone's, and they have like a similar team. You know, I think I picked Tone in the matchup against Dell. I picked Mountay versus Tone. I picked Amel versus Tone. So I think that just kind of like it would require Tone to get a big upset on Mountay.
Think about this: how is Tone ever killing a Terra Water Ting-Lu? It's just impossible. You can't.
You know what? He might be spit.
You can't do it.
Plus he also has like Vile Plume to like be annoying into Palafin too. Like,
yeah.
To where you can use like Ting-Lu more for like the Weavile aspect, because Weavile is actually really strong in Amel's team if he doesn't have the Terra Ting-Lu.
If it's like Adamant Life Orb Triple Axle, it can kill Corviknight. But other than
but then
that,
I take Helmet and Life Orb and Rocks, and then it's...
And if it's Adamant, it's slower than Cinderace. And if it's Jolly, it can't kill Corv. It's, you know what I mean?
Not Dell against the Terra Lechonk team. Yeah, dude, this is the pool of death for Dell. Because Dell is the guy who got his Roaring Moon die to the Lechonk play rough like 2 years ago, and it's back for
Oh, no.
Punch, dude. He's going to kill Darkrai this time. I could see Amel playing his other 2 games first, so that he could be like, alright, I'm bringing Terra Lechonk in the last one. But yeah. Well, I guess he would have to beat Mountay in that case. Alright, next up is my pool. Cortando. It is Dashing, Davion, myself, and Uzi. I am going to pick myself to make it out. You know, I listened to L5.
Some glaze.
He was right. I do need to
stand up for yourself.
Stand up for myself. It's my channel, damn it.
Yeah.
I'm the best.
Exactly.
But
Just
this
great
is for sure an interesting one, right? Like, I think all of these teams are really good. Like, double Sun offense is really, really scary. And I think my team in particular isn't super good in Sun offense, so I think we can get super overwhelmed by a lot of this.
I think it's better than most. Like, I think Aloe just
it could be cool
existing
'cause I'm
invalidates half of Sun.
Yeah, I guess it's because I'm just playing with it. The Leafeon pick is moving mountains right now. I will say, like, this is the greatest draft pick of all time. Like, front offices will be looking at this in 2030. You know, then Uzi's team is pretty strong, and I think Uzi's a strong player. I think, like, on player skill alone, I'd probably pick myself and Uzi. Terra Hydrapple also feels good into these types of teams, right? Like, I need to check this thing. So that's good. That plus, like, Hammerot. I could totally see either one of these players making it out, though, just on, like, you know, punching through another coach and kind of, you know, overwhelming them and pulling off a strong win. Like, I think either of these teams can beat myself or Uzi's teams if they're properly constructed. But I am going to pick myself and Uzi to make it out of Cortando.
Yeah.
All right. Glaciato, who you got? Gravy, Viz, J-Bear, Kason. This is an interesting one, too.
Gotta glaze my teammate J-Bear on this one.
Goat?
Yeah. And outside of that, I think, let me look at some fire resist, because,
that Terramoth looking kind of strong.
yeah.
Does Terramoth not kill every Pokemon in Viz's team? Especially when he sets up Sun, which his team is
yeah, it does actually kill everything.
Like, dude, I'm pretty sure Wake takes, like, pre-Terra takes, like, 60% from Terra Fire in the Sun if it specs. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, let's rein it in a little bit. That's a 4 times resist, buddy.
So I'm gonna be honest with you about 4 times resist and Walking Wake. I have some experience recently that those don't really matter.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and yeah.
I just like a weaker button, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's just an objectively. I'm gonna calc it right now. I'm calcing on my second monitor, so I don't accidentally, like, show off any of my shit in the calc on accident. We're just gonna say offensive Wake, just like the set in the calc. And this is Terra Fire. Clicked on it, and a choice specs. And the now, obviously, this is everything going correctly. Now, I was correct. That shit does 53 to 62.
That's not even max special attack. Hold up.
Oh my god! Wait, that's not max special attack. You're right. It's a stupid booster set. Oh my god! It does 60%. Yeah, it just does 60. That's crazy. Owen goes 0-3 in my 18.
It's just not fair sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
This Pokemon just kills everything on Viz's team. Like, we can literally just keep going through. Charizard, dead. Like, again, dude. Shouts to God Torkoal. It kills 1.5 of them. Like, this guy is so strong here, man. You just have to click U-turn.
I should have remembered the time when I had to Eevee my Terrapagos to not die from full through the shell to Iron Moth.
Dude, Moth is the goat, man. Yeah, this guy's so
I should have remembered.
Yeah. So I think,
give
like,
me Gravy.
Yeah, Gravy J-Bear seems like a fair bet. I think Kayshawn probably drowns. And again, I think, like, these, like, very volatile hyper offense teams always got a chance, and maybe not to win the tournament. I think these teams are, like, not super consistent, but I think to make it out of pools, I think you could make an argument for all 3 of them potentially making it out, just because, like, it's pretty easy to make it.
Garchomp looks so bad for Viz.
Yeah, there is no ground resist nor immunity. Oh my god, he's very ground weak. Holy shit. Terra Flying,
2
King
Garchomps.
Gambit. Yeah, 2 Garchomps is a little tough. Yeah, I think Gravy and J-Bear probably make it out of this one. All right, third to last, we have A12, Jason, Vepsis, and Shermaver.
Wow, just drop the government name. Why don't you?
Dude, so true. I'm pretty sure that one is.
Yeah, we're close like
knowledge.
that.
Yeah. I know him, first name basis.
yeah.
You call him Mr. Diet Tight. Me? Jason. I'd say Vepsis probably makes it out pretty guaranteed. I think he seems very good. And Vepsis is very good. So I'd be pretty surprised to see him not make it out, you know?
Yeah, that's fair enough.
As for the other coaches, I think... What do you call it? Oh my gosh. Who do we think beyond this? I like Jason's team. I think it's a Jason on A12. I think Shroomber's team is a little bit lackluster. Plus, like, coach-wise, it's pretty strong in this pool. I think I lean Jason. I think Jason's team's just so much better than A12's. And I think they're about, if I had to like compare both of them, I'd say they're about even skill in my mind. So I think
okay,
Jason.
But if you look at the actual matchup between the two teams, it's really hard for Jason to like actually punish a Slowking clicking Chili into the Iron Bundle. Right? Because Freeze Dry is really, really free
like
into Ogerpon. And Spadef Slowking completely invalidates Terapagos. There's like really not much that you can do.
Even the toxic sets aren't good, right? Like because they just regen off.
And if you look at Urshifu, this is a good Urshifu matchup. Let me tell you.
Well, Fairy and Alcremie, but no
yeah,
Fairy.
Alcremie. Yeah, and then like a lot
you
of
might
your
have to dedicate your Terra on
core,
Avalugg to not just lose to it, and then you just don't have a Terra.
Your whole defensive core is weak to Urshifu stabs, like Pecharunt, Terapagos, Mesprit. Like, these are not good Urshifu checks. I think it's actually low-key a pretty good matchup
just
for
based on
A12's
matchup.
offense.
Yeah, I guess it's fair, because I do think Jason's team is just better. But yeah,
and then you have not only that, a Gliscor for the Pecharunt. Okay, maybe the Wellspring could do something, but hey, Trevenant's right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, how much Trevenant? No way Trevenant takes that hit well, right? No way.
Does it take it well? Nah.
Does
it take it barely?
Yup. I wonder how well, like,
might be good enough.
maybe you could go like some super Spadef, like Fat Ogre for like Freeze Dry Bundle, but like it can go Specs so freely here. The Specs is so free.
I would expect it to be like a Terra Grass Gliscor or Terra Dragon, something for the Wellspring. Let's just max Fizdef Dragon, I think is the most likely. It probably
be Dragon into Pecharunt, right? Like you don't want to be weak to Pecharunt for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Pecharunt can like do some crazy work with like a Hex set here, I think though.
Here's the thing though, Pecharunt, low-key, you just go G-King and Chili. Like Spadef G-King is not taking any Hex. And
yeah,
you
that's
will
true,
run
yeah,
Hex
because
in a Gliscor.
you can't status it, yeah, so you like, yeah, then you pivot out, getting something that breaks it. Yeah, that's
feels
fair,
like
because
that's
in my mind I was like,
angle.
Maybe there's an angle, I wonder if there's like an angle for like Nasty Plot weakness policy, like a little more offensive to push through Gliscor / actually do damage to Slowking.
I do like that set, generally speaking. Policy patch.
Yeah, but Poltergeist doesn't do anything with Gliscor, so like you're always in like kind of a conundrum with those top two. And if it's not Eevee Glowking, it will just like die to +4 Shadow Ball. And it's probably not Eevee here, right? Like you want those chilies out for bundle, you're probably just like
I would expect Boots, Spadef, yeah.
Boots, maybe Cassib. But
maybe Colbur for Darkrai.
Yeah, that
depends.
Sense, yeah. I think Cassib could make sense, or yeah, Cassib's Ghost. Yeah, it could make sense for the Pecharunt, just like guaranteed level 1 and get off like a super strong Psychic potentially. But
I mean, knowing A12, it's going to be weakness policy, Slowking.
Yeah, with a Trick Room,
max special attack, modest. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's definitely a tough one for Jason. So I think Vestas definitely makes it out, and then either Jason or A12. But I think Jason for sure makes it out if he can just like win that A12 matchup. But I guess you could say literally the same thing about A12 for Jason. Like if he wins that matchup, he's probably fine.
Yeah,
Shroom
for Shroom Raver,
spoiler.
It's a little bit of a rough pull to pull 2 Petcharunts, a Tinkaton, and a G-King as the Iron Valley team. That's a little bit unlucky there.
Ogerpon also doesn't feel very strong here either.
Lando T doesn't feel incredible.
Yeah. Ogerpon also isn't super strong outside of like A12. It's pretty good against, I think. It's like okay. But like
it just forces Fizdef G-King.
Yeah, it's just G-King. But then like I guess forcing Fizdef G-King can maybe open up some kind of Valiant, because like Valiant's pretty strong otherwise. But then like unless your Specs, Gliscor can kind of check it pretty well, and I don't know.
It just doesn't seem very optimal for him.
No,
so
it's definitely tough.
If it's me, I'm going A12 Vepsis.
That's fair. I'll go Age.
But
I'll
be rooting for Jason though.
Yeah. Next up we have Seabad, Kirby, Gentle Thomas, and that's Eevee Pool. Woo! I think that Kurt kind of like, as funny as it is, being that he like has like the worst Meow Keld team, he has like the best pool for it, and since like he doesn't have to play on the 3S tier 1A tier draft pool, he gets to play like Eevee. Plus, like I don't think Seabad's team is the greatest, and Thomas's like leaves a little bit to be desired. I think Kurt for sure like smokes his pool as long as he builds and plays well. I think he definitely goes like pretty confidently into the next round. Then beyond that, I probably lean Thomas. Thomas is obviously like the Eevee matchup. Everybody else in this pool should have a good matchup in the Eevee matchup, right? But Thomas versus Seabad in particular, let's see. Petron's a little bit annoying, meaning that you have like Sneasler, but that's like also like free Dio. And Dio seems really strong here, potentially. I guess you do have a Screamtail, which can be a little bit annoying. So like the combo with Petron and Screamtail might be a little bit obnoxious. Terra Dragon with a nasty plot actually looks really strong in the Seabad's team. His whole team's like slower than it. And like the one guy faster is Zarude, who isn't
Screamtail.
Like, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Zarude like to like actually threaten it, and like Screamtail you can go like Terra Poison. You can go Terra Poison super. Wait, it doesn't Terra Poison Hydreigon just smoke this team?
It's a little bit of a 6-0, yes.
Like, well, again, like with Levitate, there's no ground punch. Plus, the ground punch is Swampert. Like, you don't even need like that poison coverage. You just go like Terra Poison plus Nasty Plot, and you might just win.
Yeah, it kind of begs the question though: is the Screamtail going to encore you into that? Because
I guess
what else is the initial switch in to Hydreigon? It kind of has to be like a bulky Screamtail.
Mm-hmm. And it lost Roost. I was gonna say maybe you go like just like Life Orb Roost could be strong. But no,
it doesn't have Roost.
Yeah, I lost it.
I think Poison is definitely a good shout. I think another thing to think about is maybe Terra Electric with Mental Herb Nasty Plot.
Yeah,
because then you still have no weaknesses, right? Mm-hmm. You're getting a flying resist versus the Torn, which, okay, that's another thing faster than you. With Mental Herb and Terra Electric, you're completely owning Screamtail. Like, there's nothing that you can do.
Yeah.
And then you're faster than everything else, right? Besides Zarude.
Yeah, literally Zarude, and then Screamtail, which obviously is kind of like a non-factor if you can blow it up at +2. Or put it in a position where
there's also a matchup where something like a Sword Stance Sneasler looks really, really dangerous with
even
like
into the
Throat
Petron.
Chop.
Do you think like Throat Chop, or are you thinking like Fling?
Yeah, Throat Chop.
I guess
just ST Throat Chop, and then like CC Gunk Shot, and then Throat Chop. It's pretty strong coverage into a lot of the team.
I guess like Petron doesn't immediately like threaten you with an Oko either, right? Like it kind of like it can like Shadow Ball you for like 40% kind of thing, but
yeah,
that's it. And is Psychic Seed Spadef boosting? It is, right?
It is.
Yeah, so like it actually does even less, and you're resistant to foul play, so it's a good shout. Yeah, I think Thomas definitely has the matchup, so I'd lean him as the second guy to get out. But this could also be a pool, another pool where like 0-3 Thatsa, and then like, you know, theoretically everybody beats Thatsa because again, Eevee team, so that's 1-0 everybody, and then each of the other coaches just gets a win off one of the other. Like, you know, there's like one upset here or there. All three of these coaches theoretically could make it out just because of, you know, one team being a lot worse, and you just gotta win one that you're not supposed to, kind of thing.
That's awesome though. Pick 2 though.
Yeah, and well, yeah, it's gonna be Kirby Thomas for sure.
Yeah,
but like it's just worth mentioning that theoretically 3 of them can totally make it out. And last is Monte Nevera with John Jr., T-Slaps, Necrostevo, and Who. For me personally, I think this is just Who's Stevo, right? Like their teams are Who's just again first or second best player.
He's just good for it.
Yeah, he's just probably gonna make it out, right? Same thing with like Mount before, whereas I don't think their teams are the best they've ever drafted. I think they're just gonna play your skill out of the pool pretty comfortably. And then Stevo's
and now that Tony's not in the call, we don't have to glaze him, and we could just say he's not making it out of pools.
You got a pool of death. Boom. I think you got a pool of death, right? Like
yeah, it's
one of those ones where like Who is really good, John's a good player, Stevo is a good player and has a broken team. Like it's gonna be really hard for Tony to make it out of here. And I think Stevo's team is just so good, right? Like it's just such a strong team. John is definitely a good enough player to like play your skill out of the pool too, like beat Tony and then like upset the Stevo matchup. And so there's like definitely some volatility into it, but if I had to pick, I'm picking Who's Stevo just because their teams are so good. Or Stevo's team is so good.
If you're looking for threats into Necro's team, Meowscarada and Urshifu Rapid might just be those guys, to be honest. Because you look at like a Terra Electric Urshifu, you look at a Choice Band Meowscarada, these are Pokemon that can really break through this team.
Yeah,
and is there really enough counterplay? Because you do have kind of a really nice matchup into the Terapagos being a Goldango, Screamtail. Like these are Pokemon that can really shut it down. Tinglu into Gliscor. I mean, you're always just going to trade hazards that way. And then, you know, see who gets to run more boots, right?
Yeah. 100%. No, I think, yeah, I guess it's true. Ogre Wellspring or Ogre Corner also looks really strong in a Tony's. Another thing I'd like to mention though, like there are still some really strong things in a Tony's team. I think that's definitely like a.
Of course.
Like Tony's team definitely isn't as good, but it's a little bit more of an even matchup. Looking at John into the other teams, it's also kind of tough with like Bolt into these kinds of teams. Like when you play like
now this
Scream
he's just cooked,
yeah,
right?
Scream, Gliscor, and a Tony is like really tough. It's not the greatest in Stevo. It's not bad in Stevo, actually, to be fair. Like, it's just Tinglu in your way, and everything else kind of gets smoked by it, but, like, Terra Torn can always supplement that. It's actually pretty strong in Who as well. So I think it's really just, like, Bolt really shows in a Tony's team. So Tony might just, like, get by on, like, if he can play well and build well, on, like, his Mon matchups in general, right? Like, he just matches up well into John and Stevo's teams in certain aspects.
Yeah.
So that could be big. I think Tony is like an upset away from like it is kind of a pool of death. But a couple of these guys are an upset away, you know, from making it out. So this would be another close pool, I think, potentially. Neko wins it off of vibes. He might win it off of vibes. That is the Aura team of Torn T, Tarop, Tinglu Corner. It's pretty raw. Alright, so we'll go over them really quick. We had Keegan J. Ricky for Alfrenata. For Artisan, we have I had Nexus, then whoever wins the mirror of Ant versus Ellie.
Cop out answer. It's
not a cop-out answer. It's whoever.
Pick one.
I also don't want to talk about my matchup thoughts on that because I did help Ant a lot in this matchup. So they have not played it, Elliott's in chat. So it'd be super leaking like who I thought had a better matchup or what's good. Not going to talk about it. But this is also like the most exciting pool in my opinion. And literally anybody can make it out. But I'm going to lean Nexus and then winner of this mirror.
I'll be the hater because Ellie's in the chat. Ant's winning.
Ayo. GG. Dude, we didn't do that when Tony was here. That's crazy. Cascarafa, it's Mounte Amel.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, Mounte Amel is definitely the two I'm picking. Cortando, myself, and Uzi is who I'm picking. But it's another fun one. J-Bear and Gravy are going to be my Glaciato ones. Levincia is going to be Vepsis, and I think I had Jason. I'm going to lean Jason. That's my goat. That might be the objective incorrect. Yeah, that might be the objective incorrect pick, but that's my goat. You might be right. This wonky ass A12 team might match up perfectly into Jays.
The thing is, if we look at my track record for pick'ems, it is really negative. It's really bad. Man.
DCL fantasy creator, by the way. I think you're close to me in points, and I haven't played since mids.
Look, how is the coin gonna flip to tails every single time? It just can't be, right?
Time. This one, we ended up picking Kirby Thomas, and then in Monte Nevera I have Stevo, but I could also see
think that's
Tony
fair, yeah.
in. I just think like whose player skill gets in, Stevo's team's broken. So like you probably can come up with a win path that we're not
pretty basic,
seeing. Yeah. But yeah, that's it, gang. There's a tier list of the teams. We did our predictions for these guys, and Iron Moth is really strong. That was basically the stream. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us today. Go check out L5. His thing is like pinged at the top. And then I have all the OLR coaches down in the description down below. Nobody's required to do a draft analysis. I know some coaches has. I know Keegan, Dashing. Someone else has done a draft analysis that I'm forgetting right now. You go check them out. People start uploading games as they start getting played. My draft analysis goes live on Saturday. And my first game will go live the Saturday afterwards. My game against Dashing was the first one I played. Any parting words from King L5?
Don't forget to like the stream.
Don't forget to stream PokePal Productions on your favorite streaming device, aka just on YouTube.
New Poke Rap out, fresh off the press, came out 2 days ago. Check it out, man. It's called Monkey.
Big. And it has the greatest L5 bar of all time. It's not even your bar, is it?
What's that?
It's not even yours. I got the long nose, graphite eye fingers.
Yep.
That shit goes hard. That's all I'm saying.
It hits.
That's it. All right, guys.